Last we left the Wildcards, you were faced with a potentially disastrous encounter amidst the field of battle. From a stormy sky, a behemoth of the seas loomed. The apparent reanimated Kraken was being controlled and descending over the warfront and would wreak havoc upon your forces. However, you knew something was not quite right. Wisely, you did not instantly charge into battle as the villains may have hoped. You took time to consider your options and acted without flying into a panic. You called out with the front to retreat to the ridgeline and to couple with the Bladesinger warriors. Mary and Alana mounted up on Mira and flew to identify the threat, and with a skillful eye, saw through the distraction of this illusory Kraken. Turning your attention back to the gate itself, you saw a figure silhouetted by its infernal light. Several others also scurrying around in front. The ruse was revealed, and you all dove into action. Hondo was polymorphed into a black dragon and flew over the front to give the troops ample room to retreat, while Valentine, Mary, and Alana dove towards the ruins. Val hung back slightly, putting him a round or two behind, as Alana called lightning down upon the enemy at the gate, and you watched it break over a gate, a dome of impenetrable force over the gate. However, it could be teleported through, as Mary and Alana proved possible. Once inside, another surprise was revealed as poison-tipped crossbow bolts pierced a pair of warriors from hidden assassins. Not only assassins, but enemies made along your adventures. People turned against you and empowered by the vow to seek their vengeance, or die trying. While you were distracted and all eyes and attacks were thrown your way, the Harbinger of Famine pushed 3 gate gems through into the gate itself. And as the boys flew to get inside and aid the fight, Alana was banished and quickly returned. Mary once more fought valiantly, but was being whittled down. And by the time Gord atop Hondo's dragon form and Valentine breached the gap in the barrier's defenses, the 4th gem had slipped into place within the gate. Infernal light beamed from within. Time seemed to slow. As the Legion of Hell begins to claw its way through to your homeland, Raymond Borealis, the Harbinger of Famine, began to draw in your energy, your life force, and with a command to the vow to kill the Wildcards. What semblance of victory that you perhaps once saw began to thin. In this beat, in this moment amidst the fight, all eyes turn to the gate. You hear this churning, grinding sound of metal and earth that arises from beneath you and emanates through from within the gate. A cacophony of bellowing roars shakes the battlefield, and you feel a chilling ripple run down your spine like being caught in a nightmare, with the monster cornering you. As this churning sound grows, the roars amplify. The wind of the storm above whips through, and like an inhale from the gate itself, you see a darkness rippling through the ruins like a gathering swarm of shadow. Shadows gather at the apex of the arch. They swirl until they coalesce into a fiendish form. A form you've not faced properly many times, but one you recognize all the same. The puppet master of the Revenant Vow, in a final form of sorts. The Harbinger of Death, Throatier, perches atop the archway. Black feathered wings and a halo of flame frame this tiefling's face, though that too has changed. The red skin has been burned away to bone beneath, as the charred skull grins and bony hands hold tightly to an ominous-looking scythe. He speaks and you hear his voice, multi-layered and not fully his own, as everyone around slowly begins to drop the immediacy of battle. He doesn't yell. He speaks barely in a whisper, but you hear it as if he's standing right beside you.
Brothers and sisters of the Revenant Vow, you have achieved something monumental tonight.
Beneath his words, you hear another voice. It's darker, it's deeper, it's guttural, and it's uttering words beyond comprehension. To the few of you of the arcane persuasion, you can gather a hint of powerful magics beneath his voice that is not his own.
A world and her people you were once lost finally have a place finally have a purpose. We are not through yet.
Beneath him, the gate itself. The energy ripples, and flame erupts at the edges. You watch the devils who were once trying to pry the gate open slip and retreat beyond the veil.
Fight on, my reverends, show no quarter. And to those who stand opposed, run. Flee from this place. This battle you cannot win. For each minute you stay is another lifetime in the fiery pits that await you. Your precious heroes have lied to you. Your gods have abandoned you. They have left this world forfeit to he who will restore law and order to this chaotic world. The King of Hell reigns supreme. Lord of Judgment, the Cloven King, Supreme Master of the 10 Hells. Hail, Asmodeus, and raise hell.
The voice beneath finishes with a gnash and snarl of infernal, and in a flash, the grinding ceases, and the energy of the gate completely fades. In a now open doorway, the hellscape of Nessus is clearly visible to all. A charred landscape of black and red rock beneath a smoky sky. Lightning strikes and fireballs rain in the distance, perfectly framed above the amassed legion just beyond. You see the dark spire of Machina. You hear another familiar echo from within the gate. Release the dam! You hear a thudding of wood, metal, a rush of water. In this briefest of moments, is there anything you guys want to do?
Oh, God. Who is closest to me, Mary or Brawley?
Brawley is closest. You're flying up about 20-ish, 30-ish feet, and she's maybe 5-10 feet ahead of you, so closest. But you can see Mary. She's within 50 feet, 40 feet. Not far. Everyone actually is. You're all very within 30 feet of one another. It's actually pretty close.
My thought was, admittedly, to use some of this time to reposition.
Mm-hmm.
If that's okay. Like, kind of duck. I'm ducking in behind the cover anyway, and kind of, like, run towards my friends. We're potentially doing some things, but I'm going to let Scott finish.
Together?
You can get closer, but there's, like, the cover that would keep you close. You're already at that cover. It's an L-shaped kind of wall that you could kind of hug and get a little closer to them. But the kind of the strongest cover, the biggest cover, is further away.
I more meant like use the cover to potentially hide that I'm moving, not so much to get more cover, but just with the cover, I meant what he said. Run along the wall to get closer to everyone else so we can figure out what we're doing. You can drop down into a crouch and just kind of skirt and kind of keep crouched on one knee. And you're within 5 feet of Alana. I will also point out, Alana, as you hear all of this, you feel the effects of the fear spell that had been kind of gripping you fade as the kind of the beholden, the avowed, the warlocks, and all of the vow like soldiers and casters, they drop their enchantments to focus on the victory at hand and to like hear the blessings of their beholden leaders. And you feel the fear fade along with your rage.
I'll fly down to Brawley.
I also want to point out one thing. Kondo's still a big-ass dragon. Just kind of flying there.
Very cool.
Just let that be known.
Well, I was going to say, is there a wave of people coming at us that I could destroy?
They are coming. In the time that I was kind of having those speeches, is there any kind of repositioning, healing, like things to be done to yourself before we re-kick initiative off? This is a moment to gather and go. If you want, though, in your dragon form, before as Valentine goes through this, you can try and recharge your acid breath as you have a round.
That's cool.
So go ahead and roll a d6 on a 5 and 6, a 5 or 6. You recharge that for the ensuing battle.
the d6.
Come on, baby.
Rolled a 6.
Yeah,
Acid
Fuck
Breath
yes.
is back online.
my dude.
Let's go back to Valentine for a sec here.
Valentine will fly down to Brawley while this like speech is kind of happening. Just, I don't know if I saw the wings, but imagine it for this moment. Okay, great.
You do for like another 15-20 minutes, so the extent of this battle.
Sick. I'll land beside Brawley and just kind of listening to Throw Tear, just watching it all. But I'll hold her hand and I'll pump a 7th level Cure Wounds into her.
Jesus.
That's big.
Thank you.
So you'll get
7.
43 back.
That's with your charisma bonus?
Yeah.
Damn, that's big.
And then, Gord, we thought you might be able to use your staff to heal. Mary, what's your health?
37.
If you could use, I mean, either like you got mass cure wounds or you got the big heal one, but something to get some of us more health. Actually, I'm pretty good. Mary, I think, could use like the big heal.
If you
Yeah, I don't
also,
need any help either, so I could just use one right on her.
Sick.
if you cast heal, if it's the other like big spell, you've got 2 healing spells in the staff. There's either mass cure wounds, which is a group, but heal is a flat 70 hit points to whoever you choose.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Great.
Sick.
Oh, thank you.
Mary is
That
up to
changes
70.
the entire game for me. Because I was like, cool, how can I hide?
Brawley, you could also do
Triple digits again.
amazing. Brawley, you could do your dodge heal thing
I was
here.
just gonna say I'm gonna do the
Absolutely.
dodging.
You take the dodge action. So what I will say is that'll count as we like roll into initiative. You'll be in the dodge action as taking that action. So like any attacks against you are at disadvantage
Sick.
until it comes to your turn, and you can roll a hit die and add your charisma constitution modifier as well. So the 3 of you reposition, Hondo and Gord on top of Hondo. Do you stay where you are, or do you reposition at all?
Maybe land on like
Pardon me.
I don't know how tall the ruins are. But if your
you're
hit
actually-
points are meh.
You're quite close to the closest ruin. You're within like 10 feet of, and you're at the same height. So it'd just be like a.
I'd do that, yeah.
Okay. Then we will reposition you, which puts you like in a good line towards the gate and whatever should fall out of it. Okay.
Would you allow me to say one thing?
Yes.
Mary, have you done something? I could give you. I don't know if you were going to do something before I say something.
As I was positioning, I was going to kind of, under my breath, while he's boasting, go on the earring and like try to just say, we're going to need some fucking backup. Someone tell Eli to get the fuck ready.
That's cool.
And if possible, Kyle, I'd like to dunk some arrows into the poison I have.
Poison?
I
Wyvern
stole
poison.
some wyvern poison
Ooh.
from the assassins up in the floating city, and I haven't used it yet.
Ooh, fresh. Yes, you can go ahead, and I don't remember how many arrows can be applied. I'm
gonna look
going
it up.
to say, if you can look it up, great.
I
was just
have
gonna say,
multiple
like,
vials.
3?
I have a shit ton of vials,
I think it's
but
1,000.
I think it's an action to do each vial, right?
It should be.
I have
yeah,
four.
it would
I
be
have
like
4
a full,
vials of
because you gotta.
poison.
It's not just like a boop. It's like you gotta go in and then you gotta make sure it like fix it, and then you don't want to get it on you, so you gotta be real careful.
Yeah. It doesn't say, but I will look it up on D&D Beyond and see how many arrows I can get. For some reason, I thought because like I could either put it on my sword, but it's a one-time use, or I can
sword
put it
is
on
just
arrows.
one thing. So
That's what I mean. Or you can use the whole thing on a sword, or you can use it on multiple arrows, so you get more bang for your buck with the arrows.
here's what I'm gonna say. Rather than look it up, let's just make a call right now. Roll a d4 plus 1. That's how many arrows you can get.
Sick.
Great. 4. Hey. 5.
5 arrows.
Thank you.
And it is used.
Yep.
So you've got 5 arrows out of that that are tipped with wyvern poison. So keep that handy.
Yep. I'm gonna do my. No, I'm not gonna do the plus ones. I'm going to do the regular ones.
So as Throtir gives his kind of final call to action, Valentine, with all of you close, you may say whatever it is you're going to say.
I would say something like, I would just listen to that. I'm very scared of Throtir. We literally, for anyone listening, saw Throtir episode 1. He was the big bad. But instead, I'll drop silence and I'll turn my attention to Raymond and I'll try and yell over the cacophony of everything going on. I'll just say something like, so this is how you avenge her? How you honor the memory of your child? By joining forces with the people who stole their lives?
This is like a weird roll, but I want you to make a performance check.
Sure.
I want to see how well you can cut through the actual cacophony of devils and like all of the shit that's going on that he is standing in the heart of, or flying in the heart of.
18.
18. Let's see. You call out. Obviously, your friends hear you. You're sure any of the other Revenant Vow figures in the area hear you, but they don't seem to care. Raymond, you actually catch, as you guys have been prepping, because you're very perceptive. Hondo, you would catch this as well, even in your dragon's form. While Throtir is going through this, and all of these things are happening in front, all eyes are on the gate, with the exception of Raymond, who casts a glance in your direction as he notices the healing spells going off. He notices you gathering force, and he does look to you as you shout this, but even before you finish, he's looked away. You don't gather any kind of any visceral response, surely, and you're too far away to get any kind of minute response.
I would just add that he would see me holding hands with the love of my life, little Brawley there.
He makes note of it.
That sounds detrimental.
As you guys are gathered together, as close as possible, healing one another, preparing for possibly this final bout, you hear Egoth shout to release this dam. You hear the thudding of wood and metal rushing with water as this happens just after kind of all these other moments. And as you look to the gate, you see beginning as a trickle, it quickly begins to flowing into a stream of blood, pouring over the mouth and down out of the gate, striding through and down into the pit, this fissure that is formed, this very growing waterfall, and striding through the flame-wreathed hooves of a nightmare. Astride, atop it, is Egoth Vansroy, the Harbinger of War. He steps forward on the kind of few rocks that are just outside of the mouth, these chunks of rock that have remained as platforms. You watch flame ignite on his great sword, and as he arcs the blade, he points to the ridge.
Legions of hell, avowed of the devil. The war!
He bellows, and behind him, devils of all kinds charge. Reroll initiative across the board.
If I'm near Mary, I would just whisper quietly to her, how many times we gotta kill this guy?
Just before the charge.
With no confidence, though. Just all right. Let's do it.
Would Kevin get his initiative, or does the dragon have initiative?
The dragon has its own initiative.
And Kev, of course, you know that Black Adult Dragon initiative is...
+2.
Let's do.
+2?
Yeah, you're not onto the blue.
You're big. You're real big.
That's true. That is true.
But you can also breathe air and water, so that's great.
Which you can do in both forms, actually.
Great.
25 to 20.
22.
Great. What is your dexterity? I'm sure it's higher, but
Plus 4. 18.
okay. 22 is our top. Twenty to 15.
15.
Yeah, Brawley. Come through.
I don't like the otherwise silence there, gang.
No, 16 for me.
Okay.
I think I just said it at the same time.
What did Hondo the Black
Oh, wait,
Dragon
no,
get?
17. My initiative's 6, not 5, so 17.
Okay.
Then I
So-
got 27. Mine's 29.
You're
I'm
still
forgetting.
You're
I
still
know what my initiative. Keep forgetting that I have a +6 dex, not
Damn.
+5.
Sorry, Allie 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Just call them out, Kev and Brock, please.
13.
Oh, great. That's all right.
9. Wah, wah.
No, honestly, Brock, this works out. We were talking about this
Yeah.
before game. You having a low initiative is
Or
potentially
super high.
what we need. Yeah.
We need you one of these so we can get you to time jump out of here.
That actually.
I literally
works out.
just saw a meme. Do you remember the part in the D&D movie when they send out the
Spoilers for
crisp
D&D
wrap-
movie. Sorry, keep going.
Spoilers.
They send out like the hologram like decoy thing, and it was like I should just find the meme, but it was like when I roll like not in combat, and it was like him normally, and it was like
Oh,
when I
yeah,
roll
yeah,
in
yeah.
combat, it was his face all like melted when it's like not working properly.
That's right.
God, that was great.
I actually do love that moment. That's a great
Me
moment.
too. Okay, spoilers over for the D&D movie. You've skipped ahead 15 seconds. Welcome, you're in.
In fairness, this is probably going to come out like 6 months after that movie.
If you are watching this episode this deep in, you've probably seen the movie, I would
I could
hope.
probably stream it right now on all the services.
You
Yeah.
can.
Can you
There you
now,
go.
actually?
Yeah, we
Great.
rented it.
There you go. Okay, so 20, and there we go.
After the super condescending, thank you for seeing this in theaters.
I thought it was so
No.
good.
Okay.
Because of people like you.
So, you guys hear the call to war and the call to action from Throtir and Egoth. And through the gate, you can see it's clear now. There's no energy, there's no fog of war. It is a open doorway, a seemingly permanent one. And there are legions, there are countless devils. You see pit fiends. You see armored, glaive-wielding bearded devils. You see in the skies above beginning to swoop and swarm through clouds of imps, spine devils, everything you've ever faced in the Nine, amassed to a degree of ferocity and just pure malice that you have yet to comprehend. As we begin with the first action, I have to reposition some stuff on the map of Valentine. You will have first initiative.
Oh, God.
As I jump to...
Do you want to wait till you jump to Cool Cam?
Okay.
Oh, shit. Take a look at
Let's-
Cool Cam.
Oh, I gotta change my lights. What am I doing? Gotta have my cool lights. Battle lights.
Boy, oh, boy. These.
Lights. All right, so way up here, up the apex of the archway, we have Throtir in his final form, this winged, angelic devil. Silence has fallen, so this can go. You see Raymond's kind of ghostly apparition devil form is kind of flying out here. Egoth on his nightmare has shifted over to there. For the most part, the warlocks and assassins have remained in their former positions. However, Hondo and Gord, you guys repositioned to kind of sit over top of here. And then Alana, Val, and Mary. And Val, you're no longer concentrating.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are just going to all grouped up together here.
Oh, maybe I'll do that. I've never cast that before. Probably can't cast it anymore. Let me just see something.
I know now you probably can't see all yourselves because there's a big ass dragon in the way. But basically, all three of you are lined up here: Valentine, Elena, Mary. You watch just as you begin to like solidify your final decisions of what you want to do. The devils are like storming out and like tumbling and like climbing down and clambering into the fissure, and are kind of like sliding down into the fissure, and they are like crawling across the walls of the fissure and like filling the entirety of the fissure with the kind of stream of blood that is flowing, and then they are filling the gap and just like crawling and rushing and running anywhere within 5 to 10 feet of the walls of the fissure. The edges is difficult terrain as devils are literally running and clawing their ways around there.
Al, could you potentially do me a favor? The side light, could it be pulled towards the front of the desk and turned so it's not into the camera? Because that's what's really like, so it's watching everything from the side. I think that'll give us more definition to. Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Yeah, that's cool.
that's better. We can just like make out the terrain a little better that way.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a lot. It's a big map.
I am going to cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
So healing energy radiates from you as one action in a 30-foot radius till the spell end. Aura moves with me. Imagine this like just a bunch of little, almost like opacity low rose petals floating around in a 30-foot thing. And as a bonus action, I can cause one creature in the aura, including me, to regain 2d6. Concentration lasts for 1 minute. So I will then use my bonus action, and I will give 2d6 to Raleigh.
Okay.
So let me just roll that quick. I'm just going to use real dice. Actually, I can just hit the button, can't I? Yeah. So Raleigh gets 6 health back. 6 more health.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
And with that, I'll just give you a little kiss on the cheek and kind of take off so we split up. We're not all together.
Okay. Is that
so maybe
Beacon of Hope's an action or Beacon of Vitality?
Aura of Vitality is an action, and then to use the heal is a bonus action.
Yeah, okay. Because what Aura of Vitality is level 4?
3. So that's my last third.
So yeah, you are good for slot levels. Where do you want to move to?
I think I'll just fly straight up, maybe.
Sure. How high up?
Maybe I'll go 30 up, and then I'll just go a bit over towards the dragon. I forget what my fly speed is, but yeah, I'll just go like 50 total, probably.
Sure. Yeah, that's 5, 10, 15. Like that would be 50 to kind of get up, literally like kind of side by side with the dragon there.
Perfect.
Okay. End of Valentine's turn takes us to the Harbinger of War. Egoth, right there on his steed.
Fuck you, Egoth.
As a bonus action, he unleashes a war cry and just bellows in Infernal at the nearby fiends, and in this case, warlocks and assassins. Up to 3 he can see within 60 feet. Get to use half their movement and can make 1 attack as their reaction. 1 melee attack, I should say. So 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. Leave me over 5, 10. 15. Put them there. And the others can't make it, so it's only going to be 2 in this case. So an assassin who was previously attacking Valentine now kind of turns their attention to Alana with a scimitar. Is going to make attack against Allie. That is a 27 to hit.
Jeez.
Yep, that hits.
Oof.
You suffer 5 points of slashing damage. And 8 reduced to 4 points of poison damage. That is that. Against Mary, this warlock, you see rush towards you, also with a scimitar, but that is currently like flaming as he rushes towards you, and attacks you with only a 16 to hit.
No.
Misses.
Just fucking elbow him in the face.
Yeah, it very clearly like not ready for this. But
I don't even look at him. Just focus
trying his
on
best.
Egoth.
Yeah, you actually look past him and just like don't even realize you parried him. As Egoth takes his turn.
My nose.
Let's see. 3 attacks and can use its Devastator Smite ability. Well,
That doesn't sound good.
he's actually going to. The dragon's the biggest thing on the field. I kind of want to go for the dragon. And you know what actually is going to be super fun? Let's just hit all 3 of you. Let's do
Do it. Do it.
It's going to fly up 5, 10.
Nightmares can fly?
Yeah,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Flies up and over and gets into melee with Valentine. With the
Jesus.
flaming greatsword, comes in for a swipe.
Oh, boy.
They fly now. They fly now.
That's a
Ben,
31.
shouldn't you have known that? Oh, yeah, that is. That is.
That's going to be 15 points of slashing damage
Hey.
and 7 points of fire.
Reduced
Reduced
to
to 3.
4? 3? Okay.
He is going to... actually, I need a constitution save from you.
Yep.
With advantage. So the DC was, what did I do? 15 and 7. DC 11.
I got 26.
Yep, you're good. Is going to swing around the other side of you, still in melee, to swipe at the dragon's wings.
Not the dragon.
And actually, Val, you do get an attack opportunity should you wish to use it as he swipes at Gord.
I'm going to...
Against the dragon, that's
Let it
a
happen.
27, so that hits. And against Gord is going to be, that's 23 to hit.
23 to hit cord.
I assume that hits Gord.
That hits.
So 2 hits coming in. The dragon is going to suffer
Come on, dragon.
13 points of slashing damage
Damn
and
it.
12 points of fire damage for 25 total.
Oh, shit.
And Gord is going to suffer. Actually, not near as bad. That is 12 points of slashing and 5 points of fire for 17 total. Gord, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw DC 10 to maintain concentration. Hondo, you took 25 to the dragon.
Okay.
Rolled a 4.
Oh, no.
Okay. Are you letting concentration drop, or do you want to try and use luck if you have any?
This will be for the dragon. He is low. He has...
Yeah, I got
Right?
3 luck. I'll use luck.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Nice.
You
Nice.
succeed. That should give the dragon 1 round, but there's a lot still to go before Hondo goes.
God.
You maintain your concentration. However, Egoth also has this Devastator Smite. When he hits with a Gauntlet Strike, he can unleash a wave of devastation. So, we are going to do that.
Sounds good.
Where is it? Gauntlet Strike. There it is. So, he flies past Valentine, flies towards Valentine, strikes with the great sword. As he swings past, he spears through your wing with his great sword, and then takes a slice around like Gord's like calves. You don't take significant damage, but it's enough. Then as he flies up basically over top of you, Gord, you kind of turn to look up, and you watch gathering, like as he kind of releases the great sword in one hand, you see the black hand begin to like writhe and almost kind of ring with power as he clenches his fist. It's like a seismic shock as he pummels down towards you with like a punching strike that is, I shit you not, a natural 20.
Oh God!
Oh no!
Gord, actually, the natural 20 only affects this gauntlet strike, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But it is going to be 22 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of fire damage.
That already doubled?
That is already double. I rolled a 3, so not terrible.
Okay.
So 22 and 6 is 28 points of damage to Gord, and I need a DC 14 con save to maintain concentration.
What roll?
Constitution saving throw, yeah.
DC 14.
At least Hondo landed.
19.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Fuck
Boy,
yeah.
Gordo.
Now, as he strikes at you with this fist, that seismic kind of shock doesn't quite hit yet, though he hits you and clocks you. He rings you around the chin, literally like a full-on sucker punch. But from the black hand, this wave erupts out like a detonation. Just I need Gord, Hondo, and from where he would be up here.
Your boy?
You are within the range because you got up right at the same height.
Yep.
I need all 3 of you guys to make strength saving throws for me.
Oh, it had to be my bad one. 13 must be a save, right?
Unfortunately, no. Hondo, this is with the dragon's strength, which
I'll check
is
my
a plus
sheet.
6.
Nice.
Strength, yes, plus 6. All right, so
Okay.
17.
Definite success. Definite success for the dragon.
23 total.
And Gord.
Gord strength save, saving throw.
Oh, good God. Rolled a 1, but I'm going to use luck.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, baby. What do you got?
My
What do you got?
strength
Same turn, let's go.
-1.
Oh, you need a big roll then, babe.
13.
So is it worth it?
No.
Lucky
Okay.
13.
Unlucky.
As this seismic punch lands and like rocks Gord, the wave after the fact, where like you're still like reeling from the punch, throws you from the back of the dragon. It ripples through the dragon's form, and Valentine, simultaneously, you are also thrown prone as your wings go like kind of scattered around you. You will fall prone, and you both take, actually all of you will take, a fair amount of damage.
Hey, great. Cool.
Coming up. I should roll more dice at a time. That was dumb. Okay, that is going to be... Oh, Jesus. 22 points of fire damage, reduced to 11 for Valentine and the dragon. Is the dragon still have hit points?
I have 5 left.
Okay. And then...
Good job, dragon. Uh, 28 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 14 for the dragon.
Duh.
Bye, dragon.
So
Bye-bye,
Hondo
dragon.
takes 11. Then all 3 of you fall 30 feet
Yep.
and are now prone for an additional an additional. Oof, Jesus, that was a high roll. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
Hondo
Yes, you fall
was
prone.
landed
turn.
on the thing, and he didn't fail.
That's
He,
a
in
fair.
theory, stay
Actually,
on top of the.
that's a fair point because he
The
did
ruins?
succeed the strength save. Hondo is still does not take that additional 10, but Gord and Valentine do. Val,
23 health, y'all. 23 health.
Val, I need you to kick
How are you
me.
down to 23?
Took a lot of fucking hits. Con save?
Con save. What's the DC? What did I just hit you with?
Hit me with 11 and then 10. And
Just
then...
roll a con save at advantage and just see what it is.
Okay, it was. It's gone. I roll a 3 and a 5. So
Okay, yeah. No matter what it is, the spell.
my max is 15. So I think you did more than that. You did like 33 in that or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish you kept track of the damage you wrote down in this. That'd be helpful.
So, Gord. Actually, I would like Valentine. No, it would be pushed away from you. So, Hondo is still. No, it's great. Gord, you are thrown away. Gord, I need another save from you, man. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
From Gordon?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because it would throw him away. Egoth was up here. That's enough to not fall into the pit.
Oh,
You are
God.
on the edge of the pit. You roll over, slamming into the stone, look down into just scurrying devils, and you look back towards the gate and you see a pit fiend just humming along. You are no longer concentrating.
So I know the plan was we should wait a bit, but I think it's time to go. Time to leave, everyone.
Valentine was just
Goodbye,
into
Gate of Hell.
Here. We're gonna put you.
I would agree.
Right there.
Gotta hold out. We gotta fucking hold out. We can't go yet. Everything goes to shit.
This is only one of the big bad's turns. Only one.
That wasn't that bad.
Oh, God.
Hey, I took all that shit, just me, last time.
Oh, this is worse. Your
I
your
didn't-
2
I
glass
didn't-
cannons have taken it.
I didn't fail the con save, so that doesn't
Gord,
know.
what's your health, by the way? Gord, what's your health at?
92 of 114.
Oh, Jesus. You're killing it.
Yeah,
I had a bunch of temp hit points, so
Oh, that's right.
That's good.
That's right.
that ends Egoth's turn.
Must be nice.
Because Valentine, you just took a nice little beating there. Go ahead and roll
Oh,
me
yeah.
a d4, please.
You got it. No problem. D4 coming at you hot. 2.
2. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna switch
What does
back.
that mean?
Even though I'm not lit properly,
No,
I'm gonna
it's
switch
it's
back to
moody.
this
I like
camera.
it.
Can I do
I
this?
like
No,
it.
it's fine. So, as you just get rocked, and Gord, you are reeling. You look over and see, Pit Fiend and dozens, hundreds of devils pouring out of the gate directly towards your fucking head. Hondo, you manage to cling to the top of this, but Egoth Vansroy and his Nightmare are standing up, flying within range of you, and he's just swinging the blade, ready to come down at you again. Rotier has yet to act, and as does Raymond in proper full focus to you. You all hear the thundering of hooves, and you think at first it's the devilish army. Then you hear a trumpet blast of some elephantine creature, and you hear the cooing and cawing of birds. You hear the roaring of bears. You hear the thunderous, hammering sounds of hundreds of hooves, claws, paws, as breaking from the left cavalry side, the left flank, the druids of the Vale swarm through. Swarms of birds surround Egoth, Raymond, and Throtier, stalling them where they are. They lose their action next turn, and can only move if they can teleport out of the swarm.
Oh my lord.
It only is
That's
going
big.
to last one round before
That's
they
big.
obliterate them.
Yeah.
And you just see like a stream of deer and bears and massive amounts of forest creatures just trample across, and they collide with the beginning kind of armies coming out of the fissure on the other side of the ruins, where they're kind of climbing up and out and headed towards the backside of the ridgeline, and they slam in hard and stop the initial swarm. Finally, that thunderous trumpet sound. You see a mammoth, this green-furred mammoth, slam down, and you can recognize through the markings and through like the tracings along the fur that this is Lord Elisar in druid shape form. Where he lets out one more blast, and he like digs his hooves into the ground and like, twists his massive mammoth paws or feet as he is like standing like right where like you guys had come in on the right side, and he will be on the map for the next round. You watch Lord Elisar. I pull the actual shit up that he's about to do. Just watch like radiating off him out of all the fur, this like almost looks like fireflies or dust of some kind that just, and it just penetrates into the ground, and you watch roots begin to grow all across the expanse of this battlefield, and massive trees, 3 monstrous trees begin to grow out of the ground, imbued with light, beautiful summer sunlight. And one that is closest to you, kind of right within range of Mary, Allie, and Valentine's fallen form, you can feel within its light this healing radiance. Within each of these trees that will be on the battlefield for the next round, or until Elisar has to dismiss them or loses them, they act as 6th level healing spirits. If you enter their range on a turn, you can just without an action heal 66 plus 5.
That looks like he could cry.
This is huge. This is huge for us, gang.
Oh, that's what it was. Each tree can heal 3 times before the energy is expended and they fade.
So we're all healing 66?
As long as you get within range of one of these trees on your turn.
Oh, okay.
And I will put them on the map now.
Wow. Like, clutch hero. Glad he didn't die, you know? R.I.P. to that other kid, but...
R.I.P. to Arthur.
This guy really pulling through for the team. Oh, God. Huge. I can so viscerally picture all of that. Like, and wonderful narration.
Cool man.
I wish I
have
could.
this cool giant wolf.
You don't want Nate's ginormous elephant?
Wake him up. Bring him in.
No, it's beside me. But it's huge. It's unrealistically ginormous.
Map sized.
Yeah.
So, there's a tree there, there's a tree there, there's a tree there. As long as you are within 10 feet of the tree's space, during your turn, you can run through it, you can start there, you can heal 66 plus 5 once per turn. So,
amazing.
That's his action, and he stops there. That ends the 20-round initiative, and we start to go back to our
regular programming.
As Throatier watches this beautiful life spirit in his new form.
Is he trapped in the bugs? In the birds and stuff?
He cannot move. Oh, he loses his action, that's right. But he could teleport out of it. Is it worth it?
Let me work it.
It's probably worth it, if I'm honest.
Would it have to be a bonus action teleport then?
Yeah, he has a bonus action here that I could use. But you know what? He is just going to use his action to eliminate all the swarm around him. You watch as this gathering swarm of kind of bats and hawks swirl around him. You just watch him bring the scythe close and just like heathers of darkness pierce all of them. They freeze in midair and then fall to the ground.
Thank you, woodland creatures.
Uses his action and cannot move as a result of the swarm. However, he does still get his bonus action, and you watch him disappear from sight.
Well, he's gone. We scared him off with all those birds.
That ends his turn, and Mary, come to you.
Okay, I'm going to telepathically tell. I don't know how far away you want to have Mira. I just kind of told her up and kind of stay local, but not necessarily like right in because we teleported into the bubble.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll me a D100. Sure. I have a base number.
Lean over to get the dice. It's going to take me a sec. 1 second.
Mira, shop local.
Yeah. I rolled a 19.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna round that up to 20 for convenience sake. And I had set in my head that she would be just above the bubble, which was kind of in like a 40-foot range. So we're gonna say she's 60 feet, kind of centrally. So 60 feet like here. But I don't have enough platforms to get her there. However,
I'm just going to tell her to come towards me, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. She should be able to get to you. Beep.
Okay. Can I use the healing tree?
You are right within range. You can roll 66 plus 5.
66. Okay.
And that tree is used once.
Yeah.
The healing tree.
1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 5 d6. Oh wow! Okay, that's 3 5s. 16, 17. With a 1, 18, 19, 20, 21 plus 6.
Plus 5.
So plus 5. Sorry. So that's 26.
Nice, great.
We have 26. And I assume you're going to use half movement to mount Mira.
Well, I haven't figured out what my next plan was. I honestly expected her to be farther away than that, and that it might take more than just this round to get to me. How would it work with the swarms? I'd imagine then that ranged stuff is probably not going to work.
Until the end of their turn, they would have almost, like complete cover. Because it would be the swarm would be surrounding them.
Mm-hmm. And they're all in it. Well, I guess Throtier isn't anymore.
Throtier is not. However, he seems to have disappeared.
And Raymond is in...
Raymond is centrally, right here.
Yeah, can you point to Egoth?
Yeah, he's up on top here.
Gotcha. So same thing. He would be...
He's surrounded. So yeah, Hondo is like looking like 5 feet away from this like swarm of, bats and sprites and things.
Are there any other enemies on our side of the pit?
Yes, there are the warlock that attacks you, the assassin that attacked Allie and was attacking Valentine, and there are still some. There's a warlock tucked up here, and then there are 2 assassins still down here. Alaral is just on the inside right here, who you've seen attacking Allie. And there is another assassin over there who you haven't identified yet. Okay.
Can I guess, I think that's right. A guy just came and tried to attack me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to, again, almost without looking, I'm going to at least do 2 swipes with my sword.
Sure.
See how far we get.
Go ahead.
First one is I just want to clear these fuckers off the board. They hit hard. For like a 30 to hit?
Definitely hits. This guy definitely looks like he's taken some damage for sure.
Has he? Okay, well, let's just see how the first one goes. Oh, also, I forgot. So I got that thing where you mentioned that we might change the rules about getting a superiority die back on initiative.
You have that
It's
feature?
only supposed to happen. Yeah, it's only supposed to happen if you have no superiority dice
You
left.
get one
That's
back.
never going to happen to me. Excellent, thank you.
Like,
Yeah, it's a weird feature where it's like if you got none left, you can get one back. It's like what the fuck is that?
our God is a good God.
I don't start random bar fights to milk superiority dice. You don't have to worry about that for me.
It'd be a thing if people were abusing it.
Yeah,
but
being
there's no-
assholes, yeah.
Also, at this stage, I got so much shit I'm throwing at you.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay,
It's
so let's just
fine.
see how much damage he takes the first time. Oh, minimum damage. No, there's no sneak, right? There's nothing that would give me sneak attack in this moment.
No, technically,
No one else is within 5 feet of him.
Allie is kind of, but there's a wall between, so I would not consider her directly in combat.
So he takes 10 damage from the first one.
Okay, he is still hanging on,
Okay.
but still looks very hurt.
Yep. Second one.
Mhm.
Natural 18.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Max damage, so that would be 19 points of damage.
Yeah, he is done for with that one.
Great. And there's another one within walking distance of me, right?
Within walking, so you could go on the other side of Alana, right here, and there's an assassin who's right there who's been attacking Valentine.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
5, 10, 15, 20. 20 puts you right in beside Cal as well.
I'm going to let Alana deal with Cal, and I'm going to free her up by trying to murk this other dude before she needs to. So,
Sure.
Would you be okay with me taking 2 swipes and then pulling out one of the new poison arrows I just did, and just with my hand fucking stabbing him with it?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it, it's cool.
Okay.
That's a fun way
But
to just
I
make
think
a normal bow attack.
I think it's entertaining.
Yeah, like it's. I don't think
It's
you
not
have
what
the
it's supposed to be
archery.
used for.
You don't have the archery style. You don't have the. You don't have
I'd
brace
be
of archery.
okay
So
if the only damage is the poison damage. Like, I don't care about the full
no
rest
way.
of the damage.
What
Okay.
you know? What we'll do? We'll treat it as a dagger. So rather than a D8, it's a D4.
It's a D4. That's totally fair. Okay, I rolled like 25 to hit.
To hit, definitely hits.
Yeah, okay. So I'll roll the
Let's see if
D4
they
and then
have
the
any
wyvern
fun
poison.
reactions. I don't think so. Oh, he does have nimble escape, and he would have a new reaction.
Okay.
But actually, he doesn't. He had to use his reaction to do the attack.
Do the eagle thing. Okay, so he's going to take 1d4, and he has to make a con save.
Sorry, actually, if you wanted to get advantage and flank with Allie, you could roll and see if you get a crit.
Sure, let's see if I crit, because that would be really funny.
It'll cost you. Okay, it costs you 10 of your movement, but
I didn't crit.
okay. Sorry, con save.
Con save, please. It's not very high.
16 actually.
It just succeeds.
Okay.
So he takes 1d4 plus my dex,
Yep.
right?
It's
So
24 plus 6.
that's total damage, so 10 damage.
Mhm.
And then he'll take half of 7d6.
Okay.
76, Jesus.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
My music is bopping right now. It's just
29 divided by 2.
Okay, so we'll call it 14 there.
popping. Nice. I was gonna say 18.
He is still hanging on, but he looks hurt for sure.
I don't
And
recognize this dude, do I? Because now I'm paranoid.
make a. We're gonna call it a history check
Oh no.
Nice.
with advantage.
Come on,
because
I
you
love
have-
knowing these. I love
You
knowing
have
these.
loosely interacted with these.
The first one was a natural 1, so thank you for the advantage. The second one was a natural 18.
Nice.
So my history is a +2, so dirty 20.
Yeah, as you the combat has been ongoing. The scarf around the mouth has kind of slipped, and as you get this last attack, you kind of grab hold of the epaulets, the shoulder, and pull him down to stab in the arrow. And as you do, you hear a gargled kind of yell as the scarf fully falls away from the mouth, and from the agape mouth, you see a tongueless man. He is at least clearly looks like he's bitten this tongue off at some point in life.
Mhm.
Oh no.
He's young. He's kind of farmhand looking, like
Oh,
he's
no.
a little ruggish.
I know this story.
He just looks like a guy. Like he looks like your average farming guy, maybe in his mid to late 20s.
I'm gonna just go, oh fuck, and look over my shoulder to where Val's laying on the ground
Uh-huh.
and say, Val, I want to get up.
Just get up, dust your
And kind of nod to this guy.
For the listener, part of Val's origin story was that guy was really mean to Daisy, his sister, and Val told him to bite his tongue, not realizing his magical powers would force the guy to bite his own tongue off.
And in a fun narrative spin, their family kind of devolved into despair as a result of the shame that came from this whole thing. And Francis was kind of a dick to them after
Not a
Val
shock.
left. And
Oh, God.
they've been kind of on a downward spiral in Old Verdantia. And Hayden has finally kind of taken the first steps of vengeance here.
Don't be a dick. The lesson? Don't be a
Yeah,
dick, or your family will
definitely.
fall into poverty.
I'll look at him and be like, dude, not your fight. And I still have my sword out. I can't, that's all my movement. Like, I'm basically done with my turn. Unless I have a bonus action. Yeah, because it was a free action with the tree, right? That didn't cost a bonus action?
Yep, it's just by standing there, you automatically get it. You still have movement. That only costs 10.
Yeah, but I don't want this guy to get an attack of opportunity on me.
He has no reaction.
He has no reaction. Okay. I'll
And-
walk towards Mira.
Mira also still has movement.
She does, right?
So
but
basically,
it's weird with my movement and then half and then all
okay.
that
So
stuff.
we'll pull you over here and we'll call it in.
Okay. I'll stay in behind the see where the corner is, as if like so I can keep a little bit of cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll use my bonus action, Eye for Detail, to try to see if I can find Throatier.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Great idea. Love that.
I can try to find invisible creatures if that's what it is. I don't know. And do other things with it as well. Perception is it's only a 17.
Okay. Awful rolls over here. Throatier has simply gone invisible, and you can see the through the hellish light and the still kind of like shift of energy around all this magic that you've been honing your senses to detect. You can see that faint kind of hot tarmac, illusory kind of shift around of hot air in the same space he was before, just invisible.
Yeah, I'll just clock him. Mary has terrible deception, wears her heart on her sleeve. Probably notices that she notices him. Just, all right, there you are. That's it, that's my turn.
Okay. That takes us from Mary with my initiative tracker. Initiative, we go to Raymond. Raymond
No.
does have a little teleport, doesn't he? Pretty sure. Somewhere in here there's a little teleport. There it is. Just a classic Misty step. So Raymond, he is going to bring himself over here. Ooh, I want to go over there. I need to be within 60 feet for this. I mean, even if he just teleports and still flies. Nice. Over there. Just out. He just teleports out of the swarm, opens himself up, and gets himself within 60 feet of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Gord. I've got everyone. Actually, let me make sure Valentine right on the cusp. 10, 15, 20, 20,
But he can't use his action for this turn, right?
No, he can't use his action.
as long
like
as he
in the
could
swarm.
teleport.
Oh, I see. He teleported, so now he can use his
Can't use
action.
the action
Yeah.
in the swarm, but if he gets
Gotcha,
out of
gotcha,
it with a
gotcha.
bonus action,
He still gets his turn. He just had to bonus action teleport out of it, which he was able to do.
How far away is he?
From where you are, he's. I just did the math. It's like within 50, I think.
Can I see him?
It would be difficult with you being prone, but he's not casting a spell.
Okay.
This is a feature of being the harbinger of famine.
Being spooky scary.
He unleashes an arcane famine that brings the life force, that energy he was beginning to suck in. He amplifies, and from each of you, you feel this tether of life energy and arcane power begin to be drained from each of you. I need all of you and Mira and Elisar, in this case, to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Right.
Ooh, Elisar should be fine. Mammoth.
I only got 27.
Well, that's pretty good, honestly.
Okay.
27. You only got 20.
Sorry, no, 17. Sorry, 17.
Okay, well that's
God, I was hoping it would be 27.
that is different.
I'm
Elisar
still a dragon, right?
succeeds. You are still a dragon.
no.
No, you're not.
Oh, you're not
You're
a dragon.
I'm sorry, you're not. You're
No,
not.
but I thought I got removed. I thought I didn't take the extra damage.
That's because you fell.
You didn't take the
no,
falling.
you didn't take the falling damage.
You still got knocked out of form, but you didn't take the falling damage, which was the additional 10, where where Valentine and Gord were thrown because you guys were flying.
Okay.
So, con saves from everyone. Valentine, a 17 is a failure.
Yeah.
Got an 11.
11 is a failure.
Ooh.
You're a failure.
11 and 4, 15.
A failure.
Not good for the
23.
kids right now.
23.
Yep.
Does succeed. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Does
Allie?
Brawley need to
26
do it?
from me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Success there.
Nice.
I also
There you
need
go.
Mira, Leah.
Oh, that's right. Mira
And
fails.
with a 22, Elisar succeeds.
Attaboy.
So
Atta mammoth.
Uh, $23. Everyone who failed, 38 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, Val's out.
Bye-bye.
No.
Anyone who succeeded,
Bye-bye.
that is, what I say, was it 31?
Yep.
Takes 16 points. Valentine, I still need you to make this extra section of this in case you come back.
Okay.
Hondo, Gord. Wait, no. Yeah, Hondo, you failed. Gord's failed. Val failed. I need all three of you guys to make intelligence saving throws.
Ooh. 7.
Failure.
7's a fail?
11.
No,
Failure.
we're not as smart. We're not. The boys aren't that smart.
Yeah, this
I
might
rolled
be-
11 again, plus 9, 20.
Okay, fails across the board.
Plus 9. There's no way you're into plus 9.
My
Yes, it is.
intelligence
He has proficiency in intelligence because he's a rogue.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Oh my
You hit-
god.
You hit 20?
Yeah.
Okay. 20 does succeed.
Attaboy.
So you are not affected by the second half, but I need another roll. I need a D8 from both Valentine and
Gord.
Gord, please.
No problem. I got 4.
A 4. Okay. That's easy for me. No problem.
Good. It's either really good or really bad. Gord, little D8 action.
Gord, throw me a D8, please.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Just 1d8?
Yep.
Yeah.
5.
5. Oh, yes. 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 Thank you.
Oh no.
I like that.
Oh, that is.
I
This
don't
is,
like what this
feels not good.
Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second to write that down. As Raymond just unleashes this literal, like this leech of your lives, and to those arcanely trained of you, he leeches a little bit of your arcane strength, your arcane power as well. Valentine, as you go unconscious, unfortunately, were you conscious enough to recognize the effect? And should you come back to consciousness, the memory of the spell polymorph is gone.
Ooh, that's so cool, this effect, and also scary bad.
Gord, the memory of the spell, as you get struck with this like arcane leech. Now, I should say, Gord, actually, you're also resistant to necrotic, so the initial necrotic damage should have been halved for you as well, if I didn't already have that.
So get back 16.
You get back 16. So reheal 16. I just remembered that as I'm doing this. But the secondary effect still takes effect, and as you manage to shrug off some of the necrosis, the memory of the spell Steel Wind Strike is stolen from you.
How
no.
fucking dare you?
No, that's my favorite.
You roll a 5.
Fucking
and it was
asshole.
just
way.
juicy.
Hate you.
Savage.
Favorite spell.
And
That's,
you watch
that's Gord's
that energy.
Expelliarmus. You know what I mean?
You watch the energy coalesce around Raymond's form, and he seems a little bit more rejuvenated as a result. That ends old Raymundo. Actually, he's got some movement after the teleport, so he will use his flight speed after getting that. And he will just cruise on over here. And let me write down how much temp HP he gets. Love it. Love it. Okay. That ends.
Don't love it.
Famine. Alana Brawlin. We come
Again.
to you.
Yes.
At the top of your turn,
can
if
you
you
save
want,
your boyfriend?
you can heal 66 plus 5 if you want.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
do it.
Can Scott still heal that if he's unconscious?
I think you need to act like it needs to be a conscious choice.
Oh.
I'll look up the spell as we go through this round because it obviously matters. But he would have to be dragged there anyways. He's not in 10 feet. He's literally 15 feet. He's just outside.
I mean, okay, Allie, you could drag him if you wanted, but it's up to you. You're also fighting shit.
Let me look up the spell.
She would definitely go for him.
Yeah, for sure. I can see that. However, if you want to take the healing, you can heal 66 plus 5 if someone wants to roll that for
So
Allie.
3 people can get it, right? I've taken it. If you take it, Val takes it, hopefully, at some point. And then the other boys could get to the other one if they need it, right?
Whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. No action required. The spirit can heal constructs or undead. Bonus action, you can move it. That's not for this.
So I would say it doesn't have any other restrictions there. As long as someone moves his body on the top of his turn, he will heal the full the amount. So as long as he's there at the start of his turn.
Okay.
Either that or give him a fucking potion. We got a couple options.
I hope that guy with no tongue doesn't come murder me, though. Fucking hates me.
He's
right
not
over
going to get
there.
past Mary.
Well, that's fair.
He's looking pretty hurt right now. Yeah, he's not doing so hot. So, Allie, what's the plan?
Okay. Her instinct would be run to him.
Okay.
What do you think? Should I do potion, guys?
It's up to you. It's whatever you think Alana would do in this moment.
She would do potion.
I mean, you could
for
do
sure.
both if you wanted. Drag him there
She
and
would, drag to safety and then potion is what she would do.
feel like that fits 100% what you would do.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so here's the thing: if he's moving into range for the first time, could he heal on this turn?
No, I would still count it as it has to be your turn. Like it's when you move
Okay.
on your turn. So
Gotcha.
it would, regardless, it would be when he comes to his turn again, he'll get that heal.
If I'm alive.
Sure. But 15 feet to get to him, you drag him literally 5. It does cost you 10, so you'd be at 25 feet of movement, as dragging costs an extra half. So 25 feet of movement gets him within 10 feet. You could put him another 5 to be right up against the tree if you wanted, but he's within the range right now.
Okay.
You split
I
up
would
5
move an
feet.
extra 5 to the tree.
You got it?
Yeah.
So we'll position you actually kind of protecting his body and pushing him up against this barrier wall and the tree.
Okay.
So if you were concerned about others getting to him, they'd have to come in one specific space to get him, and it would have to get between you and Mary, so that feels like a bad idea.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and roll the healing for you here,
Okay.
and that does not cost your action
Oh.
or bonus.
Great.
Like for how little movement
So
that
you could
was
still
for you.
you could still potion if you wanted to,
Yeah. Okay.
or do something else with your turn.
No, she would potion him. Instinctively, that's what she would do. She would heal him before she would heal herself.
Okay. Well, you naturally healed 25 hit points from the roll,
Okay.
and then you can give him a potion should you choose to.
Okay. I will give him a potion.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll give you a superior.
Oh my god.
And this heal has now been used twice, so Val will get the last one of this tree as long
So
as
you
nobody
healed
else uses it.
27.
Valentine, you are conscious at 27 hit points.
Ow. Thank you.
Stop cutting it so close.
I'm trying. Is that guy have no tongue?
You do see him now with no tongue. Allie, do you have anything for a bonus action there?
Is the Dwarven Fortitude?
I think that costs your
That's-
action to dodge.
Yes, okay.
Mm.
If you go under your actions and scroll down, it lists all your bonus actions.
Yeah, no, I used up all my bonus actions.
Yeah.
Everything is, all my slots are gone.
We're getting deep into this fight.
Yeah, we don't got a lot left.
No more rage, no more second wind.
Don't you have some?
Alright.
Oh, that's when you attack. You can like mark
Yeah.
someone, but you have to attack to do it.
The Great Weapon Master?
Yeah.
No, the
Her mark, yeah.
Wards or whatever.
is
That
it? I thought it
requires an
was.
attack roll.
Unwavering
warding,
Mark?
warding maneuvers and reaction. Whenever
Hmm.
you can use, you can roll it.
Regardless, there's nothing for a bonus.
Never mind. I'm reading it. It's not a bonus action. It's fine. But you should still use that at some time.
Yeah.
Allie focuses on bringing Valentine into safety and focuses on making sure that he does not fall on this field of battle, and therefore we're still there. You focus on maintaining him. Valentine regains consciousness. As we come to Hondo the Blue. Hondo, you
There
are
he is, baby.
perched up on top of the ruins there. You've got Egoth right in front of you. However, he is surrounded by a swarm and basically has a full cover. You can, like, if you really are itching to attack, you can attack him. However, the attack would be at disadvantage and with a bonus to like the AC as a result of the swarm around, so you would not get sneak attack on him. Just keeping that in mind. You do have Raymond over here, and a number of assassins below you, directly below, as well as, actually you don't see Throx, you're on the board anymore. So, what do you want to do?
Can I get to one of those trees?
You can, as you look around. If you can get to this space over here, with it, which is 5, 10. If you can get to this space right here, which is easy for you to drop down to, you're within range and could get it.
I think I will do that.
Yeah, grab it, and then you could always do more.
So to get down there, which I'll put you right beside Gord, I need you to make an acrobatic check for me.
Yep.
I do picture you appearing perched like a dragon, like you're still like on all fours.
Oh yeah, I shrink down and I'm like,
Like a little gargoyle.
Yeah.
A little fishman
A
gargoyle.
little fishy gargoyle.
12 and what was the check? Sorry,
Acrobatics, please. You will
11.
surely
So
be-
23.
Yeah, you are just fine. You land with cat-like grace. And land easily with no damage taken as you scamper down and get running over towards the tree. You can go ahead and roll 66 plus 5 as you immediately just enter into this golden light bathing.
Yeah, I rolled 20.
Okay, so
Nice.
25 damage to you, or 25 healing to you. I will point out, coming to the edge of the fissure, as you rush over, you immediately fall into the bathing light. However, looking down below the tree has grown out of like a rock pillar that has still remained in the center of the fissure. But as you look down, there are hundreds of devils like spider crawling along the sides of the wall and coming out on the south side of this map up into the ridge. There are druids all surrounding, like fighting them on the other side, like south of this whole battle. However, if you were to leave this space, you risk an attack opportunity of various devils in the fissure.
Okay. What I can...
You could bonus action disengage if you needed to.
You could, or you could teleport somewhere, which would negate that. Via
You could throw Whisper.
am I in range of any of the assassins?
You are, yes, absolutely. If you turn right around, you've got Cal right there, and you've got this assassin who is really focused on you. There's this little. He looks.
That seems like a lovely DM head.
Yeah, who is that guy? Who is he?
I will use Whisper on him so I can teleport
Yes.
away.
Nice.
You got it. Go ahead and make an attack with Whisper.
Who are you, fuck boy?
Okay, 10 plus Whisper, I think is 13.
Jesus, Whisper.
Yeah, that is going to hit. Even with I think even it's a plus 10 minimum.
14, yeah.
Hit. Yeah. You teleport directly onto him, and easily enough, go ahead and make roll damage against this guy.
Can I use Psychic Blade?
Bonus
Oh my
action,
God.
you absolutely can.
Okay, so that's
An additional
Oh,
2d6 psychic, I think.
Yeah.
2. Okay, so 2d6. So I have 1d4 plus 2d4 plus 2d6.
Plus sneak,
Plus sneak.
Oh, plus sneak.
because you are 1v1 this guy.
So, okay, so 1d4 plus 2d4 plus. How many d6 is that going to be now?
I'll have to look at the old.
It's been a while,
Sneak
y'all.
attack is
It's
7.
been a while.
Sneak attack is 7. And then you
Okay.
just said I can add 2 more.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my God.
96.
9d6.
Who's
1,
this fucker?
2,
How many people has Hondo slighted? Who did he slight the most?
I don't say
Five.
everyone.
6,
Yeah, it's hard to pick. Like it was hard to pick who.
Yeah, like,
I
how would you
shouldn't
choose?
use.
7.
What are the tiered rankings? What is the S tier Hondo slate? I pray to God it's the Hobgoblin who he stole the face of. Hope somehow he's come back.
You've already
And-
killed him twice.
Okay, so.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's right.
4,
Third
5,
time.
Did come back.
Okay. Total 38
Holy cow! Plus,
Jesus.
plus.
Plus whatever damage Whisper does.
No, that's total. That's
no.
everything.
You
No,
gotta
plus-
add.
You have a bonus of
A bonus
your
for your
dexterity
damage.
and I think plus
Plus 5? Plus 6,
8.
7?
Oh, plus 8, plus 8, plus 8.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go, baby.
So what's that? 46.
46.
Jesus.
Yeah, this guy falls
Just a
to
nightmare.
into like a near death state. Well, not near death, but he just lost easily over half his health.
It's a
Give
dude.
us a chance,
Good
Kyle.
hint. Good
Give
hint.
us a chance.
It's a guy.
Come on.
Who did Hondo
yeah.
fuck over who's a dude?
Hondo, you throw Whisper square in the chest, and it's a big barrel-chested figure. You look and you can
Okay.
see the greenish skin, this half-orc figure, and the face is significantly scarred, and so are the arms. You can see missing fingers. You can see this figure has been obvious signs of a brutal torture.
Boy.
But the mask remains unless you actively choose to, like, as part of your attack, to like kind of get up and grab at it, but you teleport here. Like it would be more of like a melee thing.
I'm not. I'll keep it. I'll just be like, I know you want to get close, but anyone who gets close to me usually gets burned.
Go ahead and just actually make a history check, because he does respond. You hear him grunt, and you say, "You bastard."
Okay, history
Who the
check.
fuck is this guy?
Okay, I rolled a 1.
That voice does not ring a bell.
Yeah.
Damn.
Moving on. Hondo, that is your, I believe, pretty much. You could move a little bit more if you wanted to, but you would take attack of opportunity if you moved away.
No, I'm good.
Okay, ending Hondo's turn. That takes us to Gord.
Fascinating.
Okay. I shall cast Investiture of Flame.
Oh my god.
Okay, Gord, you are thrown from the ruins, fall with your face nearing the devils as they march onward, and you shroud yourself in flames. Is Raymond going to counterspell that?
Brock, what did you roll as prep before the fight?
Is it a spell?
Gord did Shadow of Moil, but then it was nixed by the True Polymorph Concentration. Oh no, sorry.
No.
You cast Fire Shield on yourself, Brock.
Yeah.
So you already have resistance to fire. And
Did you take
cold?
fire damage or something?
No, but the investiture will kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing in Investiture of Flame with Brock, you already have resistance to fire.
It does give you that fire kind of blast attack element.
That's what I want it for.
Gotcha. Okay.
Great. Yeah, I don't think that's a concern for Raymond to counterspell, so you go ahead and do it. You are shrouded in flames and concentrating on Investiture of Fire. Or Investiture of Flame.
I love how
sorry.
this is like the most Ghost Rider spell, which was
Yeah.
Brock's whole
Mm-hmm.
desire. You were in a Ghost Rider. That was your current fixation when we started this.
I love it.
Brock, you also starting your turn, you heal 66 plus 5, should you choose to.
Heal how much, sorry?
6d6 plus 5.
Jesus.
And that tree has been used twice.
I'm full health, baby!
Oh my god, great.
You cast Investiture as your action. You stand using half your movement. Is there anywhere you want to go? Directly kind of behind you here.
I was gonna say, where am I exactly? I can't even really tell.
You're right here.
Okay.
There's an assassin that is technically not within combat range. There's a 5-foot space between you. Hondo's here, and there's another assassin in here that he's actively combating. And then up here you can see surrounded in stuff is Egoth, and then across the way here you can see Raymond. Those are the main targets you can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around at Raymond and be like, "Take away my wind, I'll watch you burn." And then I'm gonna throw my fire line.
All right.
Sick.
What's the range?
15 feet. 5 feet wide, baby.
15 feet is not going to make it, unfortunately, so you'd have to use some movement to get closer.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Feline
Feline
agility.
agility.
Yep.
Nice.
If you get to there, because you had to use half your movement to stand, that puts you at 15 feet, like right at the cusp.
Do it.
Okay. Is it a save on my part or an attack on your part?
Dexterity saving throw.
You got it. Coming up. Where are we at? Dexterity saving, not his strong suit, but is a 16.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah, he has 10 HP. That's right.
Take
How much
48
damage?
fire damage, baby.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Go ahead and roll that.
16.
16, of which he takes half.
Stupid devils. Go blind though. Go blind.
Yeah, you watch the flames like careen out in this like just flamethrower, and it wraps around him, and you see him relatively unfazed in this kind of ghostly apparition form.
So wait, sorry, is 48 halved?
Or D8.
Or D8.
Or D8? I said 48. I was like, Jesus Christ.
That is Gord's action. Feline agility. Do you have a bonus action still if you want to use it?
I don't really think.
Yeah. I don't think you have too many off the top of my head.
Herald of Death?
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah!
Okay.
What does it do?
Herald of Death. This would replace your temporary HP if you have any left.
I don't have any left.
Well, then you get some more.
Let's get some more, baby.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else do you get out of that? Gord. Herald of Death.
How do I tell what my warlock level is?
At the very top, you're 18, so 1d8 plus 18.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
1d10. 1d10.
Or 1d10, sorry.
Oh, God.
Your Herald of Death
Rolled an 8. Oh, my God.
also
Damn.
gives you resistance to fear, so you're just, or fire, so you're like triply resistant to fire.
Oh my god.
Does that
Just
add
chilling.
together and make immunity?
It does
It
not.
all, it all stacks. Yeah, no, it all works.
It does not. However,
No, not only that, you heal when you get fire now. That's
What
how
it does-
That's what I
yeah.
heard. That's what I heard.
Does anyone watch My Hero Academia?
No, but I should start. Why, is
There's
there a guy
I'm
you're
gonna look
looking
up the character. This is what I'm picturing right now.
at? Hit us with it.
I will also point out that one of the assassins is within 30 feet to trigger the fear effect of
Sick.
your heralded form. Raymond is immune to the fear effect, so he's not bothered by that.
Excuse me.
But they do take half as much damage, so he still has to make the save. So hang on.
the like mask made out of fire is pretty cool.
He has like a fire mustache, like beard, and like eyebrows.
Sick.
He's cool.
Let's get some
Okay.
more fan art of this guy.
Go ahead and roll the 4d6 psychic damage there, Gord.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. With your Herald of Death, the Raymond and the one assassin are within range. The assassin fails and suffers the full 46 and is afraid of you. Raymond is immune to the fear and takes half as much of the psychic damage. 4, 6. But that assassin, who is Cal, is now afraid and hurt. So that ends Gord's turn. That takes us to the assassins. And then some other fun stuff. Right. Okay. Assassins coming up. The one that the Calaral assassin, who is now afraid of Gord, is going to move away 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. to here. And he just looks towards Alana before dashing out of combat.
The cow?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
now, Hondo, you could take an attack opportunity against him should you wish to as he runs away.
I will do that.
Okay.
Also, I was gonna say, is this what is it? Sentinel.
Oh, if you
Yes,
hit,
if you
he
do,
doesn't
he
get to
can't
move.
go any further.
So if you hit him, he will stay here.
I will. I think that's a good.
You want to
idea.
do it to this guy or the weird orc guy? Because he might do something too.
Oh, yeah, but he's probably just going to hit you.
That's true.
Yeah, let's stick with this guy.
Well, let's do it.
Make an attack roll, straight roll.
A 4 plus what? 14, 18.
18 misses. 18,
Sure.
19.
Cow.
18, 19. And we continue as previously stated. He runs away. Let's see. Let me tilt this down a little bit. We'll throw it to your off. Let's see. We've got Hayden over here. Hayden is going to run towards. No, he's not going to run towards anything. He is going to pop his. Going to pop out his crossbow and take a shot. Yeah, he's still pissed, but Allie's a good shield. He's going to take a shot at Allie. And he's going to back up.
Oh, rude.
Super rude.
There. Trying to get an angle on Val, but can't. So he takes a shot at Allie. That is a 19 to hit Allie.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. I'm taking attackers to that's going to be not with sneak attack because you know he's right there. So just straight up. Wow. Okay, max damage on the crossbow bolt. That's 12 points of piercing damage. And poison tips for 22 reduced to 11 poison damage. As a bonus action, he's going to whip out his hand crossbow and he's going to shoot one at Mary. Mary, I need a con save from you.
Well, Mary?
Actually, you don't have to worry about that because he only rolled a 5.
6.
So he misses. And he gets up to there. He's going to end his turn. The other assassin. Oh, right. One with Hondo. And the one looking for Gord is going to pop out of here in a second. Hondo, yeah. The half-orcish assassin staring you down. You can see just the clear signs of a tortured figure who has... The wounds have healed, but there's still like a tenderness to it that it's, these aren't years old wounds. As he just... You fucking ruined my life. And he just goes in for a series of attacks against you, foregoing all of like the tact of assassins and just trying to go for brute killing force.
It's so hard to narrow down.
Two
Look,
scimitars.
I have a lot of fans. If you want to, you want to say something, get in line.
The best is a 16.
That's a no.
That's a no. He misses on
No,
both
dog.
scimitars. As a bonus action, I'm going to make a check to see whether he is smart to use cunning action or tries to hit you with a crossbow at disadvantage. That's not so smart. We're going crossbow at disadvantage, just like a gut shot crossbow at disadvantage.
I hate you so much.
A natural 2. You just grab the crossbow bolt, like as it gets fired, you just grab it and snap it, like just lightning reflexes. And this guy is just like fuming pissed.
What an embarrassing turn for this guy. You go up against who you think is your arch enemy, doesn't recognize who the fuck you are, and then you just, without even trying, just dodging everything.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's the classic Hondo, really. Like,
truly, very fitting.
I'm a kind man. I'll end your life for you.
Gord, what is your passive perception for me, please?
20.
A 20. I only rolled a 19, so he does not get advantage as a result of being hidden. As he sneaks his way over here and shoots you with a crossbow bolt without sneak attack, which blows for him.
That's a tiny little mini. Is that Gord's little?
I
know who this is too! Sorry, I like figuring this out.
A 16 to hit you, Gord.
I have no idea what it is.
That is my AC.
Okay, so he does hit. I need
Mary,
you to
DM me.
Constitution saving throw, please.
DM me your theories, Mary.
Ooh, again, an 8 on the bolt for 12.
10.
You fail and you take the full poison damage, which is nice for me. So that's going to be 9, 10.
The fucking memory on Leah, Jesus Christ.
So 24 poison damage, 12 piercing damage for a total of 36. I need you to make a DC 18 con save to maintain concentration on your spell.
Come on, Gord.
For that, Dex?
No, this is Constitution save.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
16.
What did I say it was? 30. 16 is the DC, I think. I did 32. You just nailed it. As you get shot with this bolt. He didn't have advantage. He didn't get sneak on it. As you see him out of the corner of your eye, this like gnomish halfling-sized figure dart from the gate out behind one of the trees, fire a crossbow bolt at you, and then actually can't move much further because he used a bonus action to hide, so he stays there.
Can I do Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah, you can.
Oh my God, fuck.
Fuck yeah, you can.
This poor guy.
Why would you not? A dex save for him is actually pretty good. It's a 19.
Fail.
Oh my God.
A 19 for him. Okay, he's more or less untouched, actually. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, I only rolled 5 damage.
That's incredible. I thought that would be way higher.
Oh, wait. Why is the button for the effect says 60-10, but then in the writing it says it takes 2d10 fire damage? Oh, I read it wrong. Sorry.
Because you upcast as a warlock to 5th level slots.
Oh, jeez.
I actually rolled the wrong thing then.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll the 60-10 part.
22.
Okay.
That's more like it.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that is going to be... Okay. Great. Yeah, he just, like... You hear a little just, like, quiet voice. Just... Oh! As he just lights up in flame. But that ends the assassins' turns and takes us to the warlocks. The warlocks, actually... these guys are getting kind of... Not swarmed, but they are seeing what you aren't yet seeing, and are gonna. These guys.
They're just all like, why aren't they fighting the really tough guys? Why are they fucking killing all of us?
That they peel off. Gord, you watch these 3 warlocks over on this side of the board peel out of sight. This guy who doesn't see that. He's actually going to attack Elisar. And Elisar is going to make some...
Mammoth attack.
Come on, Mammoth. Get him.
Dex save is a mammoth. That definitely fails.
I gotta find that Critical Role. It's like one of my favorite. I
Fuck
don't
it,
think
I'm
you've
a
seen it yet.
mammoth.
I don't know if
Fuck
I
it, I'm a
have.
mammoth. Laura turns into a mammoth, and it's so fucking funny.
LSR takes
During the live
20
show too.
23 points of damage. And that ends that guy's turn. He's actually going to. Oh, he's in a bad spot, actually. He's gonna. No, yeah, fuck it. He's just gonna stay there. It's just evil. Okay, Warlocks. That takes us to the bottom of the initiative. We're about to come back around to the
Oh
top.
my lord.
However, the Legion is here. At initiative count 1, someone who feels lucky, go ahead and roll me a d6.
You're lucky, I'll roll.
None
it.
of the party does it.
A D6?
Come on.
A d6, please.
Come on now.
That is a 2.
2. That's not
Love
so
to.
bad.
Love to.
Okay. Gord, you are right prime in the middle of the swarm of things coming from the out of the fissure, and you're surrounded by devils beneath and above, and you're just doing stuff. You're casting spells. You're dodging. You're taking arrow shots, but then you're hellish rebuking. A kind of swarm of imps who fly out just over your head. One of them catches your eye, you catch their eye, I should say, and they swoop low and are going to make a sting attack against you as they kind of come in low. With a stinger from above, I need a con save from you, please. As that is a 16 to hit.
And
A 10 fails, and you take the additional poison damage. Gord, you suffer 12 points of poison damage and 4 points of piercing for a total of 16 points of damage as this imp stabs into you with its stinger and then continues to fly away back into the swarm above.
What a little brat.
Yeah, just swipes by. Just as he's
This little
going.
brat.
I do need a DC 10 con save from you to maintain your investiture.
Come on, Gordon.
And actually, he's immune to fire, so he doesn't take any.
7.
Are you going to use luck or let it fall?
Your
Sure,
staff
fuck
can let you reroll. Yeah, your staff can let you reroll another one, so it's like an extra luck. Fuck. It's always so annoying.
4.
Okay. The investiture falls.
I don't even need it. Who needs it?
It's true.
Whatever.
You're still twice resistant to fire.
Never cared.
But unfortunately, you lose the effect of the fire. That is going to end the round, bringing us all the way back to the top of initiative with Valentine Flurwild. You instantly heal 66 plus 5, should you choose to.
I choose to 1,
And-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Plus 5.
Ooh, this is pretty good. 23 plus 5 is 28.
You stand using half your movement as you take in the last of the summer's light, and you feel the light of the Summer Queen like imbue you with that healing. Like as you're laying there on the ground, you've come to consciousness already as a result of Elena, and you feel already consciousness come to you, and you see Elena over top of you. And as the next second passes, the light of the tree ignites within you, and you feel Tanya at your back and surrounding you in this like warm embrace. What do you do with your turn?
I think kind of like channeling that like energy and kind of almost feeling like her hands like wrap around me. I just like bring my hands into the sword, and then I'm just gonna like cut upwards like this and just cast a shitload of Eldritch Blasts up at Egoth.
You got it. Go ahead and make... Actually, Egoth is still surrounded in the swarm. You can make these attacks at disadvantage, and he will have basically what I'm going to consider 3/4 cover. It should be like full cover necessarily.
No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do this too much. Let's do... We can't see through a tier, but we can see Raymond.
You can see Raymond. He's a long ways away, but with Eldritch Blast is 120 feet. He's not that far.
Yeah. And he attacked me, so yeah, let's return the fucking favor. All
Alrighty.
four at him.
You got it.
First one, 23.
23 against Raymond. Let's see here. Raymond is going to use a reaction to cast Shield over himself. He cast Shield over himself, granting himself +5 to his AC, which is still 23.
Okay, so he saves
still
that.
hit.
Oh,
Wait,
great.
you hit at 23, right? That's
Yep.
what you said. You rolled 23. So you beat AC. However, part of this this reaction, this fell ward, he gets the AC increase, but he also teleports 30 feet. And he's going to shift. That's him. He's going to shift just like back over here.
So can't really see him anymore?
You will lose sight. You can still hit him. He has +5 from the shield, and he would have half cover, so another +2. So it'd be a lot harder to see him.
My second one was
dude is also in the north side.
My second one was a 27. So that's
so 18 and 5 would be 23, and 2 is 25.
So
you still
then,
hit?
yeah, I don't want to be unfair here, so I will send one. I'm going to call a shot on Tongueless Guy, because let's not forget about him.
Sure.
So nat 20.
Yep. That certainly hits.
That's so on brand for this dude. Accidentally just fucking with his life.
And then 27 for the last one.
Do you want to put it back?
And that was to Raymond. Yeah, that was back to
so
Raymond.
27 does hit with all of the protections, even with the shield. So 3 on Raymond. Go ahead and let's roll those first.
Okay, so first is... Wow, the dice are rolling fast tonight. Good job, D&D Beyond. So 7 for the first one. And then, 15 for the next one. This dice will go out to Tongue Dude. So it's 3 times 2 is 6, plus 5 is 11. And then last one to Raymond Borales. Another max damage, 15.
So 37 to Raymond.
That was sick. Great job, dice.
That takes... he still has his temp HP, so it's actually not the end of the world for him. However, Hayden looks fucking ill. He does not look so hot.
I'll just be like, Hayden?
You cannot speak back.
You gotta go home, man. You gotta get out of here. And then glare back over Raymond.
At the end of your turn... Oh, well, I guess you still have 20 feet of movement and a bonus.
So I would love to try and get some cover here. Maybe I'm gonna fly back to like that wall and maybe like duck behind that wall.
So this is part of what I was gonna say. Your wings have been like enveloped back into your armor as a result of going unconscious. And as you finish like Eldritch Blasting, and that light is still kind of just dancing around your armor, and you go to kind of like kick off and invoke it, and they're gone, and you can just feel that loss, and you feel that brief moment of like doubt, like knowing that like taking your wings away, taking away your support for movement around the field has like hurt your chances here after just going unconscious. And you just feel a little like wind kind of carry under you and lift you up as this kind of summer breeze, and the leaves around swirling from the fallen tree lift you back up, and your armor kind of like swirls around, and the leaves of your armor begin to kind of kick up like wind kind of carrying the leaves, and the wings kick out once more as you feel a blessing of the Summer Queen and maybe the Wild Mother Exalt, the Warden of the Fae.
Oh shit!
Fuck yeah!
Oh my sweet lord! I'll just be like, thank you both, and then just like,
As a bonus action, that kicks out your wings once more.
yep.
And you have the full 60 feet of movement. Actually, you had to use half, so you have 30 feet left.
I'll just
You can
jump
still
up near,
just-
yeah, and just fly backwards and try and cover behind that wall, just duck down on one knee.
Yep.
Oh my god, I have to look this up. What does this even mean?
That would be, so you'd have 3/4 cover, because they're not huge walls. So like 3/4 cover is a +5 to your AC.
Sweet, sweet.
And also, I think a bonus to dexterity saves if they come up.
Cool.
That is Valentine's turn. We come to Egoth's turn. Finally, he can't teleport, unfortunately, so he has to spend his whole action to break the swarm around him, and basically ends his turn there. However, he does still get his bonus action, which he will use, if I can get this feature back, to... Oh, in the box. Nope. Nothing. Ends his turn there. At initiative count 20, does someone want to roll a d4, please?
Kevin, it's you, baby. Come on.
Kevin,
it's you. Bring the heat, baby. Come on. D4. Roll a
Throw me a
D4.
d4.
Give me the good shit.
A 4.
4. Okay.
A 4 is actually lovely. So, on initiative count 20, Lord Elisar takes his turn. He summoned the trees. The trees will remain until they are used. One is already gone, but he still gets a turn here before he goes off to aid his peoples. Let's see. We've got war right there, and he doesn't see famine, and he doesn't see Egoth, or Throtir. So he is going to... Yeah, that could be fun. You watch as he kind of turns. Actually, that'll be... No, it doesn't matter. He turns, and he faces down towards Egoth, and you hear that massive trumpet blast again, and from the flared mammoth trumpet, you see a blast of this kind of sparkling dust that enshrouds Egoth and falls down to figure who Hondo is in combat with as well, as a fairy fire shrouds them. They both get they all get dexterity saving throws, including the nightmare. So give me 1 second.
oh, Fairy Fire is such a great low-level spell. Remember when Gord had that?
Gives you
So-
advantage on attacks, right?
Yep. Anything in
And if
the area has advantage. They shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. They can't be invisible, and attacks against them have advantage.
It's basically like a rogue's best friend.
Yeah. So Egoth rolls fucking awfully. He is fairy fired.
Sick.
The nightmare terrible, and the assassin, it's a dex save, so this is possible, but not gonna happen. So all 3 targets are fairy fired.
Amazing.
And Elisar like trumpet blast, and then just like thunders towards the rest of his druids south, going to aid the bigger battle. As you guys watch them
Thank you for your service.
retreat, the trees will still remain for a few more rounds. However, you are still recovering from your bouts with various enemies, and you hear in the skies this ring. And you fear, obviously, the worst, expecting some awful fucking disaster to come your way that Egoth or that Raymond has summoned. And for the briefest of moments, you look to the sky and you see what looks like a sapphire comet, like a blue meteor, just striking down with force in your direction. You begin to take evasive action to look to the sky before you watch wings flare out from a sapphire dragon. Still unsure of what this means, whose side this creature is on, very perceptive of you, which Gord, Valentine, and Hondo, you can see two humanoid figures astride this gem dragon. A young male prince and a slightly older half-orc captain of the guard careening towards the battle.
Oh god.
Colton, where'd you get a fucking dragon?
Galdrin, you bastard. Jesus Christ.
Flying in on this side. Coming in from the south.
I picture him never-ending story, just yeah, just the whole time.
More or less.
Colton has an amazing redemption arc.
Yes, unless it goes real poor here, but so
Unless
far
it goes
it's looking
poor
good.
here.
He's like the future king. He does have to stay alive.
Yeah.
Yes, we can trust Colton. We saved his ass from the abyss.
Oh yeah, they're definite allies. And as you recall, he was going to the Sapphire Palace and the Sapphire Academy. So perhaps a gift instead of a whole army, a dragon.
Pretty good.
They get to take their turn here and now. As they get in here. That was the full range of the flight. That's where I kind of I picked where I was going to drop these guys in and what directions they were coming, regardless of what the battle looked like. So it's not necessarily the most advantageous, but that's fine.
Good.
Let's see. The dragon. I'll ask the crew. Would you prefer the dragon turn towards Egoth or turn towards Raymond, or yeah, that's it. Either two of them, or he could do something to affect the fissure.
I know Raymond's a threat, but Egoth has just done so much fucking damage to the boys. So I don't know what everyone else thinks. He's the one who fucked all of you guys up.
But I assume you're gonna go after Egoth.
I'm not.
Oh my.
I want to. She wants to really fucking bad. But she's a mage slayer and there's two mages on the board.
Oh, okay. Then let's send Egoth after it. You are the dragon chosen. Bahamut shines upon you, so wherever you think this dragon should go.
I mean, Egoth is right there. And he's also stupid. So I feel like
point your dragon hand in the direction you want.
The dragon goes towards Egoth, the Harbinger of War.
Yeah.
You got it. So,
get him.
Unfortunately, that's the full fly move. However, this is a pretty cool dragon. We can use a bonus action to teleport 60 feet.
What? Oh my god.
5, 10, 15.
Can't think of anything more terrifying. Jesus Christ.
We're going to just go side by side.
Teleporting dragon.
And Colton, Galdrin, and the Sapphire Dragon are going to lay into him.
Colton also has to have a beef with Egoth. This is just
you're right.
I mean, yeah.
You're
so
right.
actually, before even the dragon goes, he's going to use his debilitating breath. And you hear this high-pitched, shriek that doesn't feel so impactful to you, but think of the Black Canaries, very directed screech towards Egoth.
Like the sound of Toothless's little winding up for yeah.
I love that sound.
It's a con save for both him and the Nightmare. Egoth first. Okay, he does save. So he only takes half damage, because that was a very high roll for both. And the Nightmare is going to fail. So the Nightmare's going to take full damage. It actually might fall here.
Fuck yeah.
It is 8d10 thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
10, which is going to come out to a total of 57 points of damage. And the nightmare had 55 hit points.
Oh, bye-bye,
Fuck
horsey.
yeah. And bye, you guys. I'm falling.
Enjoy the ground. Been there.
I'm going to give him a deck save to try and catch this side because they're just right on the edge here.
Is he gonna fall on Hondo?
I
no,
want
Hondo's
to find him
over
so
here.
bad.
Okay.
So I'm going to give him
again.
I'm going to give him a deck save to try and catch the ledge. He actually does. He holds on to the ledge, for better or worse. So I'm going to put him right there. And from Dragon back, I'm actually going to get lower and let Colton and Galdrin just strike in. Colton, you see Hondo, you look up to see Colton. You see him wielding this like rod with a mace head that is flared, and he just like massive strikes in. As he looks down to you, Hondo says, "Couldn't let you have all the fun." And he just,
I just it's about fucking time.
I flew out on a fucking dragon, Hondo. God damn it!
About to get our asses kicked.
A 19 is not going to do it, but a 26 will. That is
26. Yeah, they'll do it.
That is very good. That's 30 points of bludgeoning and psychic damage.
Imagine if Hondo was still a black dragon when this other dragon showed up. Just the sexual tension between them. My God.
Just the number of dragons on the board, and then I'd have just cause I'd have to pull the silver dragon or the platinum. The little mini
3
platinum
dragons.
just to see how many dragon minis Kyle has.
Enough.
We're getting close to the end. Actually, I still have the two. I have the big one and I have my red one. So
Let's get Null in here.
I
Bring
still
him
got
out.
some out there. The bonus actions here don't really make sense, so that's going to just be his 2 attacks. Galdrin's just going to get a little dig in here because why not?
Yeah. Get him.
Great sword attacks. He's just going to try and slash down. 1 hit, 1 miss for. Almost max damage. Great job. That's 15 points of slashing, but that is not magical, so that is halved. Okay. With the arrival of these fellows, Egot takes the first real damage of this bout and sets you guys up for a little swing of momentum.
Momentum shift, baby.
That is
Does
the initiative.
does he look as hurt as he did when I fought him last? Or I imagine he healed up a bit.
No, he fully healed.
Nah, bro took some time.
I rolled for it. Easy.
Took a Senzu beam. Feeling good.
He had time. He had time to heal. And so did you.
Yeah, exactly. I healed, so I wouldn't be in that same time.
So that is the initiative count 20 brings in Colton, Galdrin, and the Sapphire Dragon. I guess the dragon would also say, kind of call out as they strike down hard into Egoth, just the Empire of Ozmet sends their regards, and just strikes into them.
Super cool.
Fucking cool.
That is the initiative count 20. That takes us to Throat Tier reappears at the start of his turn. I'm going to just have him drop. Actually see him. Let's see what he's going to do.
This guy, for the amount of times he's been showing up throughout the campaign, has barely done anything to us, to hurt us at all.
Why are we taunting this guy right now, Leo? What are we doing out here?
No, I'm saying we don't know what the fuck this dude can do. Like, we have no idea.
Well, we're going to start with the Reaper's Gaze.
That sounds great.
We're going to look at you for talking shit.
Yeah.
I would like you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Oh, sweet, sweet
Charisma?
Mary.
Oh, okay.
Not 20.
19.
Close.
20. 19.
Minus
But
4.
My charisma's a +1.
Okay.
It's a 20.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is the DC.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh shit. Okay.
Fuck. It sucks. God damn
Oh
it.
god, I love it.
That was
Thank
so
god, whatever that
close.
was.
That's so close. That could have.
Oh, that was gonna be so good.
I've never
Fuck
heard
you.
you that upset over this, Kyle. Jeez.
I just really wanted to just stick it in there.
Twist the
Yes.
knife.
Twist that
Jesus.
knife. All right,
Fuck.
that's fine.
What does it do?
Well, you
I'll
don't
never
know.
know.
You
Never
save,
know.
so there's no effect. But what I will say to you is, if I forget, you are now immune to the Reaper's Gaze.
Okay.
If I forget and ask you for it, you're immune to the Reaper's Gaze.
Do I like feel anything? Does he do anything cool? What's the flavor on this?
In this case, you see him reappear, and you've been waiting for the moment for him to reappear. And when he reappears and rematerializes from invisibility, he's already staring you down. And this look from this like charred skull and bone, like classic like death figure staring you down. It's like a chill runs down your spine involuntarily, but none of the further effects of this kind of direct gaze causes anything beyond that. However, that's just the first bit.
Yep.
With his spell casting after that. No, you know what? Let's go for
Oh, wait.
some scythe action.
Yeah. You gotta use it.
He's got the scythe, we gotta use it.
You gotta use it. Check off sight.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, he can fly 120 feet, so there's no problem
He's quick.
getting into combat. And yeah, you know what? We're gonna come here. And with his 2 attacks, he's gonna put 1 into Mira and 1 into Mary.
Oh, no.
Don't hurt my horsey.
He doesn't want that horse running, you know?
Oh, I want a horsey. I haven't even got on it yet.
Here we go.
So if anyone, the horse came too quick for you.
Against Mira, that is a 24.
Yeah, of course.
Poor Mira.
Okay, let's do Mira's damage. Okay, ooh. 26 slashing.
Okay.
You're okay, Mira.
And that's going to be 12 cold damage. So 26 and 12 for 38.
She no longer has more hit points than me.
Turns and swings the scythe in your direction for a that's a 20. Oh, why can't I do math right now? A 26?
Yeah.
And that's going to be to you 12 points of cold damage and 23 points of slashing for 35.
Mira now has more hit points than me again.
We're back.
That is Reaper's Gaze, 2 attacks. As a bonus action, I should have done that first. I'm done. There's a lot of things moving around here, gang.
You got a lot going on. You've thrown a lot on this field.
I'll do it now. It's fine. As a bonus action, you watch surrounding like as each strike hits into you and Mira, you see like what looks at first like dust kind of like billowing off of his cloak, like it's an old dusty cloak pulled out of the attic, but with each strike more comes out and it begins to like coalesce into a face and into a spirit, and you see shrouding him is a swirling mass of ghostly entities.
Is this a spell?
Yes.
I'm gonna use my reaction to hit him.
Okay.
Whoa.
Go ahead and make your
Because
attack.
I go soon, right?
You go next.
Yeah, okay, great. I haven't used my reaction this round yet, so I'm going to use my reaction and attack him for a... Well, this might not hit. Oh, 24.
24 hits.
Okay.
He's going to use a reaction to use a feature against you after you roll that.
Great. 1 second. No, I'll wait till it's my turn. So that is 15 points damage.
15.
With affliction.
Yeah, you strike in him with affliction after casting this spell. It is a concentration spell, so it does have a disadvantage con save.
Yeah.
Of still 18. So
Can he roll less than a 10?
in this case, no, actually. So it'd have to be a 1.
Unless you roll the natural one, I guess.
Yeah, it would be a natural 1 would be a fail, no matter what. You strike with affliction as he casts this spell, like just negating everything, and he sees this hunger in your eyes and why he fixated his gaze on you first. He does not like you in this fight. And as a result of that, when you strike into him, the gaze reaffixes upon you, and he says, "That's enough of you." And he cuts across the ground beneath your feet with the scythe, and it gapes open, and you plummet out of sight as you are hurled. I need a DC 20 charisma saving throw to avoid.
Oh, I can't. Oh, DC 20?
Yes, you can. Yes,
You just did it.
I just did it, but
You have a 10% chance.
Yeah.
no, I rolled a
Yeah,
7 on
you
the
do.
dice.
Okay. You disappear from the battlefield.
Okay. Okay.
As you hurtle through a hellscape of nightmares and death and entropy, this landscape of pure, like a graveyard incarnate and surrounding, like you're falling through, you're seeing the deaths of all those who came around you. Everyone who's been in your life who has died, you watch their death play out in horrid, long, massive, expanded form, and you feel the guilt of each one of them bite into you. We'll come back to that. That is Throtier's turn. Mary is off the board. Mary, you immediately return at the start of your next turn. You return to the space and
a
suffer.
little more emotionally scarred.
Suffering. 28 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
But
Hey,
you
stay
return
away from that.
immediately. Having seen the deaths of your family, the deaths of your friends multiple times, and even deaths that have yet to happen briefly.
Okay.
This flash, and you reappear.
Okay. Fuck, he's right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit him.
Go get him.
Gonna hit him.
And this guy's life.
He has a reaction. We'll just do that again. Okay.
He just used his reaction.
Yeah, he used his reaction for the round.
Oh, but it was his turn.
Yeah, that's still that round's reaction.
Okay. I get confused about when reactions recharge and all that shit. Okay.
I will say it.
gonna-
Well, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going
Great.
to not worry about it.
Great. Okay. Try to shake my head and say, okay, fuck you. Playing dirty's a little whatever. And just go for a attack with affliction. Just swipe out across that ghostly form.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it is. That is a 32.
Hits.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Should I just roll all of them? Well,
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, go get him.
You're not going to one-shot him, I'll tell you that.
That's a natural 1.
Okay.
Second one doesn't hit. And a 26.
Hits.
25.
Still hits.
So 2 hit. I'm
It'd be
going to
sick
use this
if you got a nat
superiority
20.
dice.
You could just get a nat 20, it'd be amazing.
Oh shit, I should have used my bonus action. Ugh, I'm stupid. Should have used my bonus action first. Okay, I will use a... I'm gonna try a disarming attack. It's a strength save. I don't know if he's strong or not.
Well, let's find out.
It's weak.
Let's see. Strength saving throw to drop the side, I assume.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
It was low. It's a 14.
No.
Want to resist it? You want to burn it?
Yeah. I don't want to drop that.
I
Which
still
one
get
do you-
damage.
Lame tier.
Yeah, 1 resistance burned.
Hondo loves that joke.
That is extra 10 damage though, so that's nice.
Okay.
So it's 13 22 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay.
And I missed on the second, and on the third, let me make sure I knock out a superiority. On the third, fuck it, I'll do it again.
Okay.
I say action surge. I say go full Mary. Go
Yeah, I
full
need to-
Mary.
Action surge is for saving people in fights like this, or when you're getting close to the end. Okay, that is, so he has to make another save.
Okay.
Still strength.
That one is a 20 total.
Yeah, that is my DC.
Okay.
But he gets an extra 6 damage, so the total is 15, 24 damage.
24. Okay. He
And he has to make con saves with disadvantage for his concentration.
DC 10s though, right?
Yeah, well,
Like he didn't
24, so 12.
do to 12.
And the other one was, I don't remember what my first damage was, but it was over 20.
Well, let's see. It was.
I mean,
think
12.
22,
12 is still
so it was 11 and 12.
12 and 11. Yeah,
So I need
probably
a
still beat both
1.
those.
It basically still ones.
Yeah.
Not great. That was a disadvantage. It was a 2, but still for the first one, it's a success. And that one is a 7. So maintains concentration on the Shroud of Spirits.
Yep. That's okay. And as a bonus action, I'll oh shit, he's probably charismatic as fuck. I'll try it anyway. I'll try insightful fighting.
Okay.
So he needs
It's
to
a
make a deception
deception.
check. Yeah.
It's a 21.
Okay, I gotta beat a 21.
You know.
Oh, I rolled a natural 18 plus 13.
I think you
I
did.
see through his bullshit. Should have done that before I did anything else, but
So you can get sneak attack next time.
I get sneak attack next time, and that is my turn. Wait, I'm still on the ground. I'll mount up on Mira.
Using half movement, you mount up on Mira. Okay.
I'm not gonna go anywhere yet, but if anything happens, we can fly somewhere without having to waste half our movement.
Okay. That ends Mary's turn. Takes us to to.
I'll antagonize and be like, "Oh, nice of you to finally fucking show up to a fight."
When does Brawley go? What turn was she?
Probably goes right after Raymond here.
Oh fuck.
So Raymond over here. Oh, let's see. What is the range of that fun spell? There you are, fun spell. Oh, 150? Fuck yeah.
Not good. Not good, gang.
Oh, it's a nice line.
Of course,
I
run a
think-
line.
I think Cal ran away, Brawley.
He's
What?
afraid of Brock.
Yeah, he flew off the battlefield.
We all are.
He ran off. So 3 bolts then made from the target to as many as 3 targets. So in 30 feet, a bolt of lightning is 3 targets each within 30 feet of the first. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we are going to cast Chain Lightning from
Oh.
him, and you watch
A
as just
classic.
classic Emperor vibes. He rises up, lightning gathering, and he kind of alights on top of the ruins here, and just you watch the lightning streak over Gord's head, past Throatier, just over Throatier actually, and it's going to strike right into Mary as she mounts up on top of Mira.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw from Mary.
My hit points aren't very good again.
From the bolt that strikes Mary, it's like silhouettes her in this of lightning. 3 other bolts kind of careen up and off of her, and one strikes directly into Alana, one strikes
I
directly
guarantee I
into
fail.
Valentine, and one is going to strike into Hondo as well.
No.
I definitely fail.
Okay. Mary fails.
Dex save?
Dexterity saving throw from Alana, Valentine, and Hondo.
Nat 20. Oof.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. And Hondo.
Oh crap! My phone died. Gotta pull up.
That's all
I
right.
gotta.
What will you do? That's your dice roller. Your choo-choo's
Gotta
gonna be
hear. I
all
gotta
off.
hear.
Your choo-choo's
It's
gonna be
a
weird.
normal dice.
No.
Okay. I rolled a 19.
A 19 total?
19 and what is it? Dex save you said?
Yeah, so if it's 19 on the dice, you're fine.
Plus 12.
Yeah, you are totally fine. You have evasion, you take nothing. It actually,
Sick.
you were on the cusp of whether I was going to actually get you because you don't have a clean line of sight, so it actually strikes into the cement of the ruins right beside you, and you just kind of shift out of the way. But Mary, what was your Mary? I assume you just know you failed.
I rolled bad. I rolled a 6 on the dice.
Yeah, okay. And over to Valentine with a dex. You roll the natural 20, so you succeed. You take half damage. But Alana and Mary, you take the full 10d8.
Oh my
lightning
god.
damage.
I might be out.
No, you're fine.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Can't lose. Clear eyes,
46
full
points
hearts.
of lightning damage strikes into Mary. 46 points of lightning damage strikes into Alana. And 23 gets to Valentine. Allie. As that lightning strikes off of Mary and towards you, go ahead and make. Just roll me 2d20s.
That's a 3 and a 6.
Okay. The lightning strikes you off of Mary and like careens through your form. You take the aforementioned 46 points of lightning damage. And as you like, how much health are you at?
Right now I'm at 13.
Okay.
After that.
Look at the
You
like
like-
lightning behind Brawley's head right now. She's got like the lightning thing going.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
As it like strikes through you and you like stumble back into the cement wall of the ruins, and you you don't quite drop to a knee, but like you have taken more of a beating in this fight than ever. You know, this is like the lowest you've got yet in multiple moments, and this lightning just like shocks through your whole form, and you feel powerless, and like the hammer Stormbreaker nearly falls from your grip, and you nearly drop to one knee, but you're kind of half leaning on the wall. You see Valentine like right behind you. You see Mary. Mary, are you still conscious?
Barely.
Okay. You see Mary, barely conscious, was staring down a death fiend, a death demigod right in front of her, and Raymond Borales from far away hurling death at you. And unfortunately, Stormbreaker and the Belt of the Tempest are dull. You've used their abilities. You've used the strength provided, and within them is the chance at harnessing the storm. And you hear the storm above crackle and rumble and roll. And you hear a voice in your mind, like in your chest, like vibrating. Just,
show me your right.
Something urges you forward. Raymond finishes his action of Chain Lightning. And after he casts a spell, he can then still use a Void Splinter of his staff, which he will. With this Void Splinter, oh shit, you know what? That is annoying. I forgot about that. Actually, it's fine. With the Void Splinter, Gord, how do you look health-wise?
Untouched by the fight.
88
Oh, that's worse than I thought.
114.
And Honda?
I have 94 of 139.
Oof. You guys actually look alright. 100 feet for this. This might be a nail in the proverbial coffin. 65, you're within range. Mary, a Void Splinter is thrust from the black staff towards you.
To Mary?
Mm-hmm.
This fucking guy. That's like I can't do anything about it.
Fuck. It's a 22?
What's your
My
fucking AC, Mary?
AC, thanks to my animated shield, is 23.
God damn.
Fuck. God damn it.
That would have been the end of Mary.
It would have. So good. All right. Well,
Man, I just want to kill my wife so bad.
We'll kill you, wife.
I just want the tension. I just want the.
It's tense. It's here. The tension.
It could be
here.
higher. It could be harder. That is
Oh, God.
5, 10, 15, 20. He is going to. At 40 feet. Let's just drop back. Goes up and drops back. Takes cover. End of Raymond's turn. We come to Alana.
Where a spooky voice told you, harness it, use it.
There's a big motherfucker right there.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, it's not over yet. I'm not going down yet. I know I'm worthy. And then try anyway to see if I can conjure an attack.
Okay.
Are you going to try to hit anybody, or are you just trying to like connect with the storm?
I'm gonna try and connect first.
Yeah, I
And
like
then attack.
this. I want. I'm just trying to decide what I want necessarily. I'll give you a choice.
Okay.
The choice is either a strength check, just a flat like d20 plus your strength, and if you show true strength, if you can show true strength in hitting like natural 20 on a strength check, if you can just roll the 20, something amazing will happen. Otherwise, you can try and use any of your skills, like try and argue to use any one of your skills to call out to the storm, to try and whatever you want to do, explain one of your skill checks, and you can use one of those instead.
Okay.
And I think depending on how you're doing it, Kyle's ruled in the past that you can use your strength for an intimidation check instead of your...
If you want to try and intimidate the storm, I'm down with that too.
Okay. My strength is pretty good. So let me do strength check, and then if that doesn't work, I'll do the...
Well, so that would be like you have to hit a natural 20 on the strength check, though, right?
Oh.
Kind of what you said.
We got to roll high. Like it's got to at least be... It's got to be high. Like, if you hit the natural 20...
would be... You're not proficient in intimidation, are you?
No, I'm -1 in intimidation.
Right, but that's with your charisma.
Yeah. An intimidation check would be the same as a strength check in this case. Then.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Okay.
Okay.
I think we're going to call this one of your attacks.
Okay.
Just make a strength check. Roll a d20.
Doesn't probably have inspiration from before. Didn't you mention that, Leah?
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I got a 20. Are you kidding me? Okay, guys, look at okay. No joke. No joke. No joke.
Screenshot it. Shoot it. Do something.
Screenshot. Snapshot.
I want to see it.
Sending to you guys.
I believe you, but I still just want to see it.
Take a Polaroid.
You have no reason to lie here.
Disposable camera.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm trying to send as fast as I can. My child's awake screaming. Okay. There.
Screaming with joy.
He knows.
Look at this.
He knows. So you call, the storm calls out to you, and you respond. They show me what you got. Respond with, give me the fucking strength. I'm not done yet. Hit me with it. Where you hold Stormbreaker high, like raised up to the storm, and with the barrier gone, the storm is still striking lightning all around, and you all watch as a lightning bolt originates from the storm and slides and slams, connects with the hammer head of Stormbreaker, and ignites Alana into her storm avatar form, exalting Stormbreaker and awakening the belt of the Tempest.
Oh, shit.
In a simultaneous show of force and showing of strength, the gods see fit to give you everything they got.
Oh my god.
Fuck yes.
We're going to call that one attack. You can make a secondary, like either a weapon attack with Stormbreaker, or you can throw a bolt of lightning with your storm avatar form. You can fly 30 feet and can hover. You are immune to thunder and lightning damage, and your strength is now 23.
My god. Jesus Christ.
How much hit points do you have, Allie?
Like 11, I thought.
Yeah.
For what?
Your hit points?
13.
Pull this in.
13.
Pull this in. That's probably it's backwards. We'll flip it. That's a 20, baby. That's what we do.
I can't. Like, what are the chances?
Love it. It's the dice want to tell a story.
Right?
Fuck yes.
I'm going to. I'll fly up, and then I'll do the harness. I'll call the lightning and do it.
You got to.
Who do you want to throw? Yeah. Who do you want to throw the bolt at?
What are we thinking?
You've got obvious.
Raymond just threw one at you.
Yeah. Return it back.
I'll hit him back.
Fucker.
So what I'll say about Raymond is he took cover, so he's going to have a pretty significant AC bonus, and he's still shielded. Oh no, he's not shielded because it would have fitted, but he has a +5 from cover, so he's going to be a harder shot. You do have throw tier like right there, and you have Egoth also like within clear range, so you can take the shot at Raymond. Go ahead. But he has
Just be harder.
Like, he has a harder shot against him for sure.
I'll do Egoth then.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you, God. What does she roll for that? What do you even roll?
Let me see. So, the target. Oh, it's a dexterity saving throw. Sorry, it's not even like an attack roll. It's just a dex save. You just choose. So, as part of an attack, you can throw. He makes a dexterity saving throw. Right now, he has a disadvantage because he's like clinging onto the side of the ruin. So, disadvantage dex save. It's a 7 + 2 is 9. Is going to fail.
Sick.
He takes 3d10 lightning damage if you want to roll 3d10. That is not something he is resistant to.
Fuck yes. Is that one of her attacks?
Mm-hmm.
So you still have... Oh, no, she has two
No.
attacks.
She used the first attack to like
That's
initiate this thing. Second attack was that. And she used her full movement, so that would be the end of the turn when she rolls damage.
14 total.
14. Okay, great. Egoth's still hanging in there, doing his thing. But with all this coming in, everybody's starting to get chipped away. And now we got
Kyle?
some... Go ahead.
I was going to say, should she change her things on D&D Beyond? Is that going to matter?
Yeah, because it's going to update all of your strength. It's going to increase all of your skills in your attack rolls and damage rolls. So if you want to add the Awoken Belt of the Tempest and the Exalted Stormbreaker, which now crits on a 19 or 20.
Fuck yes.
So you have an advanced crit of 19 or 20, and when you crit on a large or smaller target, they have to make a strength save or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Oh my god.
And it deals an additional 3d6 thunder damage on the thunderous critical as well. And if you hit a target who is huge or larger in size, they take 2d8 thunder damage in addition to the 2d8 thunder damage you deal on a strike.
Jesus Christ.
That'll be good when we fight a huge devil god.
I think that's it. So, from Alana, we move to Hondo.
Okay.
So, to recap, Hondo, you are now kind of... There's a sapphire dragon here attacking Egoth with Colton and Galdrin up here fighting on the edges of the ruins. You're fighting this assassin down below. You've seen Raymond pop up over there, and you now see the back of Throatier on this side.
Okay, well, I'm going to finish this assassin off.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Alright, D20 comes to 17.
17 total?
Or
17 on the
plus
dice.
14.
Yeah,
Plus 14.
you hit, for sure.
And I don't get sneak for this, right?
You do, because you're just 1v1ing him.
Oh,
as
right.
Your rakish audacity of a swashbuckler.
Alright, so 7d6.
I think
1,
you
2,
will fuck this guy up this round for sure. I think he's
4,
going
5, 6, and then I think, let me see, 3d4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Okay, 29 plus 8, 37 total.
Yeah, he is murked. You watch. Actually, I guess how do you want to take out who you quickly come to find? Del Fleetwood, pirate
right?
captain of I think the Drunken Storm, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Oh my god. Where's Scott?
As you take out Captain Fleetwood, your former friend and pirate ally, well, ally is a stretch, who you left to the vices of Syrah the Witch Queen, who clearly had her time with him.
Leah called that. All credit to Leah.
What
She was right.
What I'll say is, when you venture too far from the sea, you're bound to drown in a pool of your own greed. And then I'll take my knife
Wow.
and I'll stick it up his chin and just go.
What a fucking line from Hondo the Blue.
Del
Has he paid
Fleetwood
attention to that little proverb himself?
is no more.
It doesn't apply to everyone. You know, it's a loose
that's
fit.
fair.
There's terms and conditions apply.
Is Hondo's action. You still have your bonus and movement.
Okay, with my bonus, I'm gonna. Could I help in the Egoth battle? Like, could I get up there?
You could climb up this, yeah, and you could get up on him.
I'm gonna get up there, and but my bonus, I won't be able to attack, will
You
I?
won't be able to attack this round, but you could get up into combat with him should he try to move away, and you can use your sentinel to like keep him in position.
You can also
like,
use your bonus, Kev, potentially to hide, so that like next turn you get
You can-
advantage on your attack.
Okay, I like that.
yeah, like basically,
His dash, you don't need.
If you stayed right there, you could hide basically from both these guys because they're not looking in your direction.
Mhm.
You would not be hidden from anyone on this side, obviously, but if you popped out, you would have sneak attack on Egon if you hit him.
I like that.
So as your bonus, go ahead and make a stealth check,
Okay.
and that will end Hondo the Blue's turn. And Gord, you're up next.
I rolled a 10, but I think my stealth is 17. So
Yeah, so your base 27. Yeah,
Who knows? That might not be enough from what's his face, but Egoth is stupid. So-
yeah, you're pretty confident against Egoth. Against Throatier, yeah, that is a question. You're not sure. Gordon, come to you.
Soul Breaker Chains.
Okay. Who are you attempting to attack? I will also point out you are right in the middle of the pit here, so moving out is going to cost you attacks of opportunity from the devils below to like get into range to attack anybody. And the only two targets on this side are over here, which would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get to him, and 35 to get to him. So you'd have to use feeling agility to get to Raymond. You could turn back and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get to Rotier.
An attack.
Hey, I'm
with
going for
advantage.
Raymond. I don't like that guy.
All right.
Yeah.
So are you cool to use feline agility then?
Yep.
Okay. Then you can get right up on the bitch over here. I'm just gonna put it right there so you can see. And you're gonna use a melee attack. Go for the Soul Breaker Chains. This is interesting.
Do I roll to hit?
Yes. Make 2 attacks, I believe.
First roll, 14.
14 total or 14 plus your attack modifier?
I just clicked the.
The like plus 10 Soul Breaker Chains bit?
Yeah.
Okay, 14 is not going to hit.
Okay.
Second
one.
attack.
23.
A 23 is going to hit. And Raymond is going to use his reaction to cast Fell Ward and cast Shield. So you still are going to hit because his AC goes up to 23, but he is going to teleport to here. But you still deal damage. So go ahead and roll damage. As he just like half ghosts away from you. Still taking damage. 8 points of his temporary hit points dwindled. Okay.
I'm gonna laugh and be like, "You can run, but you can't hide, Raymond."
Oh, repositioning. That is your action. You still have a bonus if you have anything you want to use, and you still actually have, because feeling agility doubles your move, right? With no thing, so it would be 60. So you still have 20 more feet. So if you want it, you could just continue running at him.
Sure.
Or you can just stay there. It's up to you.
No, I'll get in his face. I'm sick of this guy.
You get closer to him. You just continue running him down. Okay, that ends Gord's turn. The assassins are... Oh, Hayden's still here. He's still standing. Val, just go ahead and make an intimidation check for me. Or a persuasion check if you want to try and be like, please go. Or intimidate to be like, get the fuck out of here. You're muted.
So embarrassing. I'll just be like, you gotta leave. Persuasion. You gotta get out of here. And so it'll be dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay, so doable on his end, possibly. But it's not. You should go. You see fear in his eyes and confusion and hate. A little bit of like welling tears before he just turns him.
Say hi to your folks.
I don't think any of these guys' days has gone the way that they thought.
No, it really didn't.
This one who's after Gord over here is going to use a bonus action to hide. That is definitely hidden from Gord with a natural 19, so he gets advantage as he shoots Gord in the back.
What a guy.
With a crossbow bolt.
Maybe this guy's day is going okay.
Yeah, this guy's doing alright, I'll be honest. Gord, that is... Oh, it's cocked. Come on. It's 21 to hit you, Gord. I believe that hits.
21's gonna hit him, yeah.
AC 16 for our boy Gord, jeez.
8 points of piercing damage to Gord. And I need a Constitution saving throw. Oof, that's a lot of sixes.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus. All right, that was a lot. That was very high poison damage. Gord, con save, please. Constitution saving throw.
Might have gone to the
Are you
bathroom.
there?
If he's not here, I'm going to just do it on his character sheet for him. We'll see it all in the little character sheet thingy. I'm going to refresh his character sheet.
That's cool. You can click the button.
Yeah, I can go to all your character sheets. I can do whatever.
You should just play by yourself.
I do sometimes. Okay, con save coming up.
Come on, Gordon.
That's a natural 20 for the boy.
Oh my god, great job. Gord.
Way to go.
He takes half as much damage. So 35 becomes 17, and 8 is... So 25 points of damage to Gord. No. Yeah, that's right. 25 points of damage to Gord whenever he returns.
Okay.
I'm back now. Sorry.
No, that's fine. You take 25 points of damage.
You rolled a nat 20. Kyle rolled
You rolled
for
an
you.
extra 20.
Yeah.
From whoever
And then-
your little assassin is.
He's just been following you around, shooting you in the back.
I hate that guy.
We don't even know who he is. I think I know who he is. But we don't know who he is.
He's
We
just
don't facially know who he is.
poking. That warlock is also just going to get off the field because I don't want them here anymore.
Gord, what's your health at?
Now it's at 63.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
114.
Okay.
Okay, so at initiative count 1, bottom of this round, would someone please roll me a d6?
Who rolled last time?
I did.
Huh? Gord, you roll d6. Do it.
What do we roll, Gord?
D6?
5. You
Five?
rolled 5.
Okay, great. The closest to the fissure is Hondo the Blue. Flying up out of the gate itself, kind of like diving down into the fissure, but alighted on wings, almost angelic, but they are red feathers and blackened armor. You see a female warrior of hell who swirls down and sees Hondo. Kind of, you're just hidden, and she thinks she can get you right in the back. And with her 3 attacks, she is absolutely going to try and put you in the ground. She's going to fire a longbow at range, at least one, and then try and move in for melee attacks. But as she flies up first with a longbow, the longbow strikes you for... Oh, yeah. 22.
AC is 22.
Okay, strikes. That is 8 points of piercing damage. And where are my D8s at?
Hondo.
Where are my D8s at? There they are. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yep.
Hondo.
A 13 roll, and con save is +4, so 17.
Okay, you're lucky. You take 15 points of poison damage. Let's see.
15?
Yeah, 15 points there. Then she's just gonna swing, dive forward. As you get pierced in the back, she's gonna dive forward with 2 longsword attacks as well, and then move on with her day.
Do I get any opportunities to attack?
So it's a 16 and then a 15, so both miss.
Oof.
As you
if you
turn...
hit her though, then she's not gonna continue running away, and then you'll probably have to deal with her next round.
You turn to see this Aranyes, this devil warrior, fly down, and she strikes back at you, and you parry the first, and you dodge the second, and it strikes into the stone, and you watch she kind of kicks away from you, as Egoth yells at her, like, get back in line, and she kicks back towards the rest of the crew. Do you make your attack of opportunity?
No. I just say, I know you're hot, but I'm still hotter.
She pays you no mind and flies.
Not your best, but it's fine.
The rest of the war. Back at initiative count 22, top of the round, Valentine Wild.
Oh my god, it's me. Okay, great. I just wave goodbye to that guy running away. Let's keep the Eldritch Blast chain going. I think I will. I don't want to say this.
So, just for targets on the field, Egoth is at basically 3/4 cover because of the wall that he's kind of on top of. He's laying down on it. He got knocked prone on it, rather than clinging to it. So he has 3/4 cover. Grotier is, you can shoot past Mary, but you have a clear shot on him. And Raymond is kind of through a lot of cover on the other side of the map, but would have half cover in his current position and has shield up.
I think I'll yell out we have to get to Gord. We have to be ready. And then I'm going to I'm gonna shoot. Let's do 2 at Egoth.
You got it. So again, he will have +5 to his AC.
Oh, because he's covered. If I fly up, could I get to him?
Yeah, if you fly up and over, or at least up a little bit, you can negate that. Where's my other platform?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you can get up higher. But from you're shooting down up. Now if you're coming up higher, you absolutely can. 5, 10, 15, 20.
So there's no more tree in the bottom, right? Is there technically still a tree in the top?
There's
there's a tree
charge
there.
left here. One
okay.
tree left charge. This is yet to be touched.
Brawley's so low, she should use a tree. That tree's really far. That's just something to consider, everyone. It's good to know.
So I'm gonna say you're 30 feet up, which would put you kind of just above, 5 feet just above. You gotta give a clear roll.
Would
flat roll.
Would Fairy Fire give me advantage here on
Oh
Egoth?
yeah, he's got fucking fairy fire on him. Advantage, yeah.
Let's do it. 2 on him.
I totally forgot about that. Thank you.
So the top roll there was 26.
26 hits.
Okay, let's just roll again for the second one. And with advantage, 29.
Yep.
So
Yes.
let's keep going on Egoth. I'm just gonna let's try and get one of these fuckers down.
Yeah, he does not have a. Actually, he does have a reaction.
Ooh, no, this
But
is bad.
that's
The
not
biggest
gonna
one there was 13.
Oh wow.
And then for my last one, does 23 hit?
23 would. He's going to use his reaction to use the gauntlet to like barricade and give himself like an additional boost and protect himself from that one. But the first 2 definitely hit.
Okay, perfect. So first 2 are 12 and 11, so 23 total.
23. Okay. No resistances to any of that. Still, he doesn't look on death's door by any stretch. However, he's not in a great position and being kind of surrounded and swarmed, and all of his little boons are getting taken away.
I'm just gonna fly back down the cover then.
Okay. Well, it would be 5, 10, 30. You could get. You'd still be kind of half in the air, just with your movement.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay. Let's drop you down.
And I've used all my bardics. I don't really got anything. I should have done that. I'm a dummy. I'm going to Hexblade Curse Egoth.
You got it. No problem. I'm going to put a little marker on him for the curse. And at this point, Mary, you hear in your ear, you hear Alexander's voice. Says, "You have cavalry incoming, and I think you should look skyward. You only have a few rounds."
Oh God.
Do what you fucking got, Eli.
That is the end of Valentine's turn. That takes us to Egoth's turn properly. Let's see. Do we get that back? Yes, we do. Thank you. Do we get that back? No, we don't. Fuck. That's all right. So, I think what he's gonna do is with his first attack, he's gonna try and grapple Colton, who's the closest to him.
Oh boy.
So it's a contested grapple between Colton and
like
Egoth.
the strongest person we've ever met. Come on, Colton.
Oh no, come here. Let's see. So, contested grapple is a 17 versus a 16. Unfortunately, Colton fails by 1 on a bad roll. He grapples him and like dive bombs him to the ground. Like leaps from the top of the ruins, grabs hold of Colton and drags him down to the ground. Both of them suffer some bludgeoning damage. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he is going to lay 2 of his great sword attacks into Colton. Actually, I should say Colton is I'm gonna make Colton do a acrobatics to see if he can land kind of on his feet rather than
Colton.
prone.
Don't get advantage on you. We like Colton.
Oh, what is that? A 13? That's a 15? Yeah, that's a 15. So he doesn't get advantage. He doesn't land prone.
Oh boy.
Colton's able to bring up his shield and protect himself. So not advantage, but he's going to do 2 attacks against Colton. We've got 21 and 22. Oh. Yeah, both of those are going to hit. So Colton is going to get Blobber to touch. Oh, some high rolls.
Hope you really healed up there, Colton, on that dragon.
Yeah, like 62 points of damage to Colton.
God.
Hondo, you're the closest. Actually, no one else can see this except Hondo. As I'll move it on the board now that I'm doing it. They careen to the ground.
Another dragon. Get up,
Dragon.
cool. Not Saphira
Is still there.
from Aragon.
Shouts to Saphira now knowings.
On the
A
ground.
trash movie. What a great book series. What a trash movie.
Yeah, it's a shame.
They're making a TV show. Let's hope it doesn't suck.
We have high hopes.
And then with a third attack, actually, he's going to try and shove Colton into the fissure.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
This is another contested
Come on,
athletics.
Colton.
Athletics.
Dragon, save it.
A natural 20 for old Egoth. He's
No.
going to win that one. Hondo, you watch as Colton. He gets lifted from his feet. He uses the shield, throws the shield in front of himself, and gets thrown and lifted and tumbles out of sight.
Ugh.
Egoth steps forward another couple steps, turns to see your ass, and you watch all that kinetic energy of the strike having built up in the gauntlet, and just with you, my lucky day, and he just punches you with the gauntlet.
This is why we save your reaction for uncanny dodge.
That's 27.
But reduced?
No, to
27
hit.
hit.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
It's a strength saving throw, which is going to reduce the potential damage. But the first damage, the initial damage is dealt, and then you roll a strength saving throw, please.
Okay, let's see. I roll a 12.
That's going to
plus
fail.
Strength
Plus-
4, so 16.
Still fails, unfortunately. So, the initial punch deals 10 bludgeoning damage and 9 fire for 19. Do you want to use your uncanny dodge to have that? Or leave it?
Is that the only thing, or is there still more to come?
There's a secondary blast, but it's not quite like the same thing. It's like a secondary effect.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay, so you take 9 points there. And then as like that, like it just rocks you with like just a pure punch of like a jagged gauntleted fist. It hits you hard, kind of like goes right in the gut, solar plexus, like hits you hard, and then it like erupts like a cannon shot in your gut and throws you. You land prone. 5, 10, 15 right there. And I'm just gonna roll on here. Hondo, you take an additional 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And 24 points of fire damage.
What? That's so much.
It's a special ability. That ends his turn. And actually, where he struck, this ruin starts to break down further. And yeah, I'm just going to call it, after all the shit that's happened, that like detonates this whole wall.
Feels fair.
So it's just a pile of rubble, providing no further cover. But I will just leave this wall that was kind of still there. That ends Egoth's turn. That was action, but he can't do his bonus action. Yeah, I think that's it for Egoth. From Egoth, we go to our initiative count 20. We have our dragon, Colton, and Galdrin.
Colton, get your ass out of there.
some awful rolls on the parts of the devils inside, and Colton is able to pull himself up out of the edge.
Boy.
Colton is? Oh my god.
He's just climbing up out of the side there at the very bottom. But he has to use his full action to climb and dash. So he's just gets up.
Then he falls back in.
Yeah, it's right there. Galdrin is gonna leap down to protect him.
Yeah, classic.
And the dragon, let's see if it gets its debilitating breath back.
Do your thing, dragon. Let's go.
No, it's a 1, so its breath weapon does not come back. So it's just gonna focus on a bite and claw attack. 1 bite, 2 claws. Would you guys rather he focus Egoth or?
I think just Egoth. Let's take Egoth out. He really hurt the people who came with, you know.
You got it. Bite, claw, and 2 claws. That's a natural 20 on a claw.
Yes.
That
Good
is
job, dragon.
What is this? 18. Yeah, that I don't know why I'm doing. That's a hit on the bite and a miss on the second claw. So natural 20 on 1 claw and a hit on the bite against Iga. He doesn't have any reactions to bother. He will reaction devastating rebuke the dragon.
Jesus.
And you see as he bites down, Egoth uses the gauntlet to protect himself against the barricade, the mouth, and he just fires back into him. Okay. That is how much damage? 2d10, 3d10 plus 6. 9.
One of those is doubled.
9, that's nice. 18, 24, 30 points on the bite.
Mm-hmm.
Egoth is getting whittled down, and then the crit is, where are you? 2d8s. It's another 15. Egoth is looking. He's below 100. Not much below, but he is below. That ends the dragon. That ends Colton and Galdrin. At this initiative count 20, you hear the thundering hooves of the Exandrian cavalry thundering in at the front side of the ruins, and as you all look up to hear that and see them charge, you see Malcolm at the spearhead of it. You look up into the skies above, and you can all see the tip of a city just dropping through the cloud tops. In one round, it is going to be near the base of at this low side, and in 2 rounds, it will strike into the gate.
Oh, damn.
Mary's plan is underway, and it is coming in hot. Without the proper telepathic connection, it has been hard to warn you, and you're now seeing it as a last-minute second. So, what do we do from initiative count 20? We go to Throtier's turn.
I pause you just before you start Throtier's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Brock is, I don't even think in the waiting room he had to restart his router. He's having internet troubles.
Oh, okay. I just admitted him.
Okay, great. And Al's probably going to leave in a sec. Levi's just real restless. Just give you an update on the behind the scenes.
No, that's fine. It's gotten way late. We started way late. So I want to try and wrap this, but I want to get to the proper narrative point to wrap it. So whenever we're able to get there, we can do that. But it is Throtier's turn to try and end some shit here.
No, Throtier.
It's not going to be that hard.
Let's see.
Hopefully they see the huge city falling.
He does. He is perceptive enough to like look up and see that. And you see Mary as he's like staring you down. You see this scowl of someone who's just like you had to go and drop a city on my cool thing, right? Like you had to.
We did.
I did, yeah.
Really?
Playing this for out of game fucking months.
And you just feel this like this frustration, this spiteful frustration. Oh fuck. Sorry. He is going to cast a spell on you.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to try and cast a spell on you. And just as he looks up at it and then looks down at you, just says, always hated your group. Your frustration incarnate. Why can't you just follow in line? And he casts a spell on you.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks a word of power. It is it's an arcane word, and you obviously recognize the arcane in it. But very quickly, you feel the intense waves of pain that rock through your body. It cripples you. You do have under 100 hit points.
I have 8 hit points.
So you are very under 100 hit points. And you're subject to crippling pain. You cannot have a speed higher than 10 feet. You have a disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws. You can't cast spells, but you can't cast spells anyways. And this feels like being electrocuted and on fire and like just jabbed with little pins and needles in all your nerve endings all at once. And you writhe in pain atop Mira. Good. Now, let's make sure you're not going anywhere. And he takes 2 of his scythe attacks against Mira.
Yikes.
Or at least he's going to take 1. How much health does Mira have?
More than Mary.
Actually, not doing terrible. She has over 100.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll use both of them against her. 25 to hit.
Yeah, her AC is 14.
Yeah, 20 to hit on the second. So she takes, for both hits, I'm just going to use average damages, a total of 73.
Oh my god.
For both strikes. He does that, and then is going to fly away from you. He flies over, actually all the way over here, the other side of the map. Flies over top.
I can't take reactions, right? That was like part of it?
No, you can take reactions. You just have disadvantage on everything.
Oh, if something else hits me, I'm dead.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Oh, actually,
Don't get hit by a psychic scary reaction thing. That was bad.
Mira takes an additional 7 points.
Oh.
That ends that. He flies over to above Raymond. And Gord, you're the only one to hear this because you're the only one in combat with Raymond. And he says to him, "Get out of here. You're needed elsewhere."
Elsewhere? What the fuck is going on elsewhere?
You know.
What did we miss?
That ends Throatier's turn, right? Then he turns invisible.
Oh my god.
This fucking clown.
Mary, we come to you.
Okay, so I can't move more than 10 feet. But Mira can, right?
Yeah, Mira can do everything.
Would you fly me to a tree?
Nice.
Yep.
Solid.
Do you want to go to this one that has one left or this one that has been untouched?
I think the untouched one so that there's people who are kind of close to that other one. Because she has so much movement.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. About 50, 60 feet gets you there. Roll 66 plus 5.
Okay. Oh, that was 2 6s on my first one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then not as good. 12, 13, 26 plus 5 is
31.
31. Okay.
So
So it's better
31.
than 8.
Better than 8.
I definitely thought I was dying there. So I
still
didn't really
have
plan anything.
30 hit points. Now, I will also point out, Mira, in theory, could also regain this hit points. However, she, under the effect of the attacks from Throw Tier, cannot.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, I have disadvantage on fucking everything.
Yes.
Raymond or Egoth still has Fairy Fire, which will cancel it out.
Yeah, be a straight roll against him.
How much movement do I have left, though?
You use 60 to get here, so you have 30 on Mira.
I can't get to Egoth.
You can shoot.
Do we know if Egoth... I guarantee Raymond's, can't be completely immune to poison damage.
Mhm.
We don't know about Egoth, right?
I don't know if you know for sure, but you know for sure that fiends and high-level devils are immune to poison. And this final kind of stages, this final evolutions, has seemed to make them more devilish.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
not sure if that would put them at immunity or resistance.
Okay. Could I instead use my bonus action to get Mira to dash
Yep.
and get to Egoth?
Yeah, you can.
Love.
Okay.
You're on them. All right.
I'm gonna come flying in with my sword.
Let's do it.
Okay. Straight rolls.
Can't fuck with the wizards anymore. One's gone. Raymond's around, but fuck this motherfucker. He's ruined my life twice. First one, because of the natural 17, because I don't have disadvantage anymore, right?
Natural 17, yeah, definitely hits.
Straight roll.
He uses his reaction to Gauntlet Barricade to give him +5, but still puts him up to 26, and you still hit
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use a superiority dice. Because fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
To do... Is anyone else in combat with him?
Yeah, the dragon.
Just the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I still have disadvantage, so I do not get sneak attack.
That's right.
Okay. I'm gonna use he's so strong. Fuck it, I'll try a tripping attack, even though it probably won't work.
Hell yeah. Do it.
Strength saving throw?
Yeah.
He does not have any legendary resistances.
No, he had to burn them last game.
He only had the one, and he had to burn it. So, strength save?
Yes. I know he's good at this, but...
that's a natural 16. So, yes,
Yeah.
that's a 16.
He good.
Okay. Oh, minimum damage on the one dice. So that is 18 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack
Yep.
is 24. I think that misses.
That misses with the Gauntlet.
Third attack, a natural 20.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
With affliction?
With affliction, but he's fancy, So we don't get to
Still
take his
does a
head
lot,
off.
though. Still does a lot.
So
Oh,
do the extra damage that goes with affliction,
yep,
and
I'm
it all gets
exhausted.
doubled.
yep.
E.
The affliction damage doesn't get doubled.
Hey, you don't want to take it? You don't have to take it.
Why not?
I mean, no, I
Take
just thought
it.
that's what
Take
you
it all
told me
day.
before. Okay. So it's 68 from affliction.
68.
6d8. I will put another fucking superiority dice on it because fuck it.
Yep.
I don't get sneak.
Nope.
Okay, and I only have 2d8, so let's start rolling dice. Okay. So we'll do the regular damage first, and then we'll do the d8s.
Classic
Regular
Mary.
damage
Here we go.
is a not very good. Is a actually that's a 9, not a 6. Okay, so that's 15. Oh, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
I don't know if your mic cut out just now.
No, I'm counting on my breath.
Okay.
59 damage
Is that doubled?
on the dice. 59. Not
50
doubled.
Not doubled yet?
Whoa.
So 118.
I think, right? Yeah, because I'm doubling that. Plus 9.
So 127 points of damage.
Well, maybe
If
the
I'm doubling
record.
all those d8s, I rolled really well on the d8s. I rolled trash on my d10s, but I rolled good on the d8s.
How do you want to kill Egoth Vansroy?
You god. Motherfucker.
Okay.
I think it's fitting to say that
Uh-huh.
you decapitate him.
Yeah, you got it.
I think it works. Actually, my plan instead. I'll take the first attack, flying in fucking hot, angry. I just saw my family die again at his hand. And I saw something I've never seen before, which is my mentor die at his hand. Livid. I come in the first one straight across the chest, and actually instead of his head, I want the other one to come and cleave the fucking gauntlet off.
Okay.
That's been fucking us up so bad. And then just let his body fall into the chasm.
It falls into the chasm, and already you watch as like you sever the gauntlet and you cut away at him, and he was like mid protection, mid striking. He was ready to go for another round, but he could not last against the ferocity.
You will
Of you.
never do anything you've done to me to anyone else again.
And with that, he falls into the chasm, and already you see the flaking away of the skin as he begins to turn to ash and dust.
Okay.
You're still rippling with pain.
Yeah.
Is at the end of your turn?
That's my action, bonus action. Does Mir have any movement left with that dash?
Yeah, she would have probably another 45.
If I look up to the city. Sorry, you said we have 2 rounds.
So at the end of this round, it's going to be like colliding into the bottom of the map, and you will have the last round to like, if you're not cleared out by the end of this round, we're going to be into like, how much damage is this going to cause?
Gord goes like last, right?
Gord is bottom of initiative.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the dragon and these other guys and say, you need to get out now.
The dragon says affirmative, and both Colton and Galdrin are just standing up. Yeah, you got it.
We need to get near Gord now. I am pretty central. Who's furthest? If Gord can get...
So Gord's the furthest left right here.
And we have to get within
30 feet
of
of
him,
him.
right?
So from Gord's current standing point, 30 feet is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You just have to be on this side of the map.
What's Alana's fly speed? Do we know?
30. So she'd have to dash for 60.
So Gord has to move.
So 5,
And Gord has feline agility.
30. 30, yeah. Alana's at a full dash would just get here. So if Gord moved in, which he can do, is he can easily get to here himself. So you guys can get within the range of the fissure. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You should be able to do it.
Okay.
So are you going to stay or are you going to move?
I think I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't used my action surge yet, and I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything I want to do with it before my turn ends. But I can't hit anything else. Is Gord within combat of Raymond? No, right?
No, he is 5 feet away. So he's out of range.
Okay. And there's no other bad guys on the field, right?
Not that you can see.
Okay, no, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
I'm going to take 3 shots at Raymond with my +1 arrows.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to get him to drop the staff with every maneuver I have left.
Why not? Why not?
Action surge, 3 shots. He is the +1 arrows, or you have +1 arrows, or your
I have
Poison
+1 arrows
arrows.
because you said poison aren't going to do anything.
yes, you are confident in that.
Yeah. So if I go up a little bit, would that help, or is he going to have cover no matter what?
If you fly up, you would be able to get within, like, losing that cover.
Okay, because I have
Losing that
disadvantage on
advantage.
these.
Yes, you have disadvantage, and he is still protected by his ward, so he has a +5.
It's going to be really hard to hit him.
Go for it.
I need him to not have a staff in his hand in case Gord needs to get out of there. Okay, I'm going to try.
Okay. I'm going to flip back to my main cam. And
First
we'll just
attack.
finish this out in theater of the mind.
Oops. First attack is
AC is 23.
disadvantage. First one, natural 1, so the first one's not going to hit.
Okay. Okay.
Second one, 15
Collides
and a
into the wall.
16. So with my bow, it's not as good, but it's a plus, so it's +13. So 15 plus 13.
15
28.
13 is 28 is a hit.
So the second one attacks. He's going to have to do a strength save.
Okay, strength saving throw. Or on him, his strength is a +1. What is your DC?
20.
20. That's a 3.
Okay, so he drops the staff.
He uses legendary resistance. His
Keep
Keep chipping
final,
away.
his
try it
final
again.
legendary resistance is
Chip away.
One
burning.
more attack.
He's only got the
Chip
2.
away.
He takes
What was the damage on that first attack? Sorry,
8.
or second attack.
15.
Okay.
Last one.
Yep.
First is a natural 15 on the dice. Disadvantage is a 17 on the dice. So that's going to hit again.
Okay.
Do it again. Last superiority dice.
The last superiority die is you're going to. What was the damage? Sorry.
Oh, I haven't rolled that yet.
Oh. Superiority die.
It's
Well, it's a strength save. I've got to hit 19 or 20. That is
21 damage.
an 11. The black staff falls and clatters to the ground at his feet. You fire 2 arrows. One, he kind of like, somewhat. It goes through him as like a part of his incorporeal nature, but the second strikes the hand that's holding it and like pierces and sticks through the hand as it falls to the ground. He's already used that, and there's nothing you can do about that. So the black staff falls before him. You're not going to move?
I kind of moved up a little bit so I can see
but
better.
like-
I want to make sure I can be as close to everyone else as possible, so maybe I'll just come back down.
Mhm.
I don't want to be over the fissure in case something happens to Mira.
Okay. Allie acts next. No, sorry. Raymond acts next.
Oh, damn it. I didn't know he went next. That was a waste.
No, it was brilliant. I loved it.
Raymond
I was hoping.
looks around, and what it does is it informs him it's time to go.
Yeah.
He drops to grab the staff. He can cast a spell and make a splinter attack. So with Gord in front of him, he is going to like throw the staff and like try and hit Gord with a splinter, a void splinter of this black staff. That's a 26 to hit Gord.
Yep.
Gonna hit him. That is 25 points of force damage to Gord.
Okay.
And a splinter of the black staff kind of embeds into the chest of Gord. And with the remainder of his action, he looks around, Gord right there, but unable to do anything, and he teleports away. Off the battlefield, the end of the fight. Alana comes up next. She's just going to have to use her action to get close to dash, so she just flies over and gets basically the same position Mary's in, so like you're in tandem. Allie to Hondo. Hondo, you were prone and are also in the same position as Mary. All enemies are off the field. Do you hold position, or do you do anything else with your turn as you look and see the city falling?
Are you talking all of us? Or sorry, just Hondo?
Just to Hondo.
Well, I'm not,
We have to stay together for the time skip, just so you know.
I will stay together.
Very good.
So the Gord is going to act next. Now, Valentine is out of range. Val is out of range by a round of movement. So Gord will not be able to do this. You'll have to hold your turn to do this. Okay, Gord?
Gord isn't here, but he says yes.
Oh, is Gord did Brock's thing?
Yeah, the internet is toast, but he's down with that plan.
Collectively, Gord makes his move towards the edge of the fissure, doesn't cross for fear of the devils reaching him, but it can still connect with everyone across the fissure.
He's in the end of combat. We still have some bad shit that could happen between him and...
Only the devils. There's a round of rolling to see if a devil does anything, and then it comes to Valentine's turn.
Let's
The
do it.
assassins and warlocks are off the board.
Okay.
So Gord holds and begins casting. He has all 15 of the charges.
Hours, yeah.
How many do you want Gord to use of the staff?
Oh,
Gord's
he's
back.
here.
I think I'm back.
Yes.
We wanted to use 12 minimum is what we talked about.
So, Brooke, we've positioned you guys. You're on the left side of the fissure. Everyone else is just about gathered, but Valentine needs one more round to catch up. He goes right after you after one devil encounter moment. You have the black staff. You have Azur's Fate in hand. If you hold your action to use the temporal displacement rune, when Valentine gets within range, you can trigger it next after Valentine's turn.
How many hit points do you have, Gord?
He has 38 as of that latest hit. Gord, you got hit for 25
What if-
damage just now.
Have.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that wouldn't work.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, do you have any spells left?
I have a couple slots left.
Because in theory, you could hold your turn to like heal Gord in case something happens to him, or something, just in case.
You could hold a healing word in case.
I have healing word.
Okay. Gord, how many charges of the staff do you use? And I should say first, do you hold your action with the temporal displacement rune?
I will.
Okay. So you get to the edge of the fissure. How many charges are you going to use? How many hours are you going to go? You have all 15.
Is there a disadvantage to using all 15? Does the staff get like fucked if it runs out of charges?
It might have it in it if you use all the charges. Caveat.
I think that happens.
But I have to look at it. Hang on, one second. Charges. If you expend the last charge, the staff loses its magic bonus to your attack until it regains new charges.
Oh, that's
so it would just lose its bonuses until you take a rest.
Can we get
So we
fucked
could use
by
them all.
using too many? I don't.
Use them all. Fuck it. Use them all. Let's do it. Let's give us as much time as we need.
Fuck it. Use them all. Still alive.
Let's do it live.
Gord, you begin to start this rune enhancement, this imbuing the staff, using all the staff's charges to bend and break time. As you begin the cast, you're not even casting it fully, you're just starting it to hold the last trigger. You watch around you fractals in reality begin to shatter and twist and break as you begin to pull yourself out of the timeline. You're watching in front of you your allies gathering, and each one you're seeing kind of tied and tethered, and you're creating these bonds through reality and time to harness them to you as you jump back. But you've got one too far away, and you hold that last moment. Valentine, we come to your turn right after. I'm going to roll it.
Yeah, do it.
On a 1, nothing happens. It's a safe round. On a 2, we get the imps. On a 3, we get a Nessian Warhound, which could drag something down into the pit. Gord is right on the edge. Bearded devils are not totally a problem, but they could deal some significant damage. On a 5, an Aaron, yes, can deal significant damage, as we saw from Hondo. And a 6, a pit fiend, could ruin this whole play.
Be a one, you bastard. You say it's not a 1?
It's not a 1. Gord, as you are fully focused, this little imp just like flies into your face and just like flaps its little wings at you and just like bites the side of your face before time itself withers it away to dust.
Oh my god.
You do suffer
the stress of this moment.
8 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And 4 points of piercing damage for a total of 12 points. But it does not break your concentration in the moment. Valentine, come to your turn.
Wings kick up. It almost slow motion-esque, seeing this city just cascading down, looking at like the blood river, hell, everything that's going on. But I just focus on my friends and fly towards them as quick as I can.
You fly and easily beat the distance required. As Gord, you see Val still in the air, still moving, not having even landed yet. Alana still alighted up in the air in her avatar form. You feel the time beginning to kind of catch that last moment. Everything slows to a crawl. And in that last few seconds where you begin to like lose breath and it becomes this like suffocating moment of you've stopped everything, you can't breathe. Everything kind of cracks, like that moment of breaking breaking the tube inside of I can't think of the name of it.
A Christmas cracker. That's
yeah,
what we always called it. Yeah.
It just breaks
or like
them.
yeah.
And there's this moment of release, and you watch, all of you actually see this, but Gord, you see it clearest. 15 hours of experience at this place roll backwards inside of 6 seconds. It's a flurry of activity and fire and brimstone and death. And then suddenly, white. Pick up there next time.
Holy fuck, that was
Guys,
a very close call.
We're literally in the end game now. This is it. It started.